All right, guys. Today we got a special guest in the house. I'm talking rapper, producer. He like 6'9", 400 pounds. He will choke slam you. Okay, like this man is serious. I'm talking about the one and only King Magnetic.
What up?
What's good, bro?
Yeah. Chilling, you know.
First of all,
doing the single mom thing.
Nightwalker wanted me to ask you. Nightwalker wanted me to ask you if you're Jewish.
I literally am. That's the crazy part. I'm adopted.
Are you really?
Right? So yeah, I'm adopted. Look, you can't make this shit up. My birth mother was Jewish, right? Got pregnant by a black dude. I got put up for adoption and adopted by Germans.
Wow.
That's crazy, right?
Crazy, bro. You almost like the gangster Drake.
People don't believe me. What's that?
You almost like the gangster Drake.
Oh, no. Let's not do that. I'm not gangster at all, man. Anything choking, shooting, robbing, it's all allegedly, bro. I'm just a rapper, man.
Allegedly, right. We know that you most of the time you always with your kids, living the family life and everything, man. So, you know,
for sure,
doing your job, bro. So let's start at the beginning.
We gotta do it. I mean,
right. So let's start at the beginning. So you're originally from Allentown, Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah, I'm from Allentown.
You born there?
Nah, I was born out Penn State, with technically called State College. I was born there, but like I said, I got adopted. So when I got adopted, you know, my family was out in Allentown. So I mean, I lived in Allentown since I was a month old type shit.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
So did you grow up with any siblings?
I had some stepbrothers after a while, you know. My mom's only kid. And then when she got remarried, I was about like 8 or 9, something like that. And, you know, my step-pops had 3 kids. So, you know, I got 3 stepbrothers. And then my adopted pops, he had 2 more kids. But like, I ain't talked to them in 20 years. Maybe one of them like 15 years ago. My pops like 20 years ago, something like that. So, I mean, technically I got kind of some, and then, you know, birth parents, I don't even know. It's possible. I'd hate to think there's more of me running around.
So were you being raised knowing that you were adopted, or like you found out like at 18 or something like that?
Nah, I found out pretty young. Because number one, even though I am half white, know what I'm saying? But like, I got adopted by white people. So I was like, yo, why? You know, at first I didn't really notice, you know, because my mom has all types of friends. So we was chilling with Spanish people, black people, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But by the time I'm hitting school, I was like, yo, so like, why is my whole family white though? And then she just, you know, I was a pretty smart kid, high IQ and shit. So she just broke it down. I was like, all right, cool. Like it wasn't no big deal. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely a blessing.
How would you describe?
My bad. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying.
No, you go ahead. You said it was a blessing?
It was definitely a blessing because, you know, my biological pops dipped out soon as Shorty was pregnant. I mean, they was fucking, you know, teenagers. And then her family was fucking racist. So they don't even know I was born. That's another, like, the whole shit is kind of crazy, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, but, you know, I got put in a stable situation. You know what I mean? So
right.
Definitely helped out a lot.
So from a young age though, did you feel like any different or anything like that? Like knowing that like you were growing up biracial and you were adopted?
I mean, compared to what though? You feel what I'm saying? I wouldn't know what the different feeling is. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? Like if you notice a difference when you have two different situations, but I only had that situation, so I don't know any different. And so it felt normal to me.
So you never like compared to like your friends or anything like that.
Nah,
That's good then.
nah, not really. Plus, a lot of them had fucked up situations, and that's when divorces started spiking up. So like half my friends' parents were divorced. That the divorce thing was more different than the adoption shit, at least to me, because that's all I've ever known. But even then, like so many families were, splitting up and shit. It all just seemed normal. I don't know.
Got you. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, because like a lot of times when people grow up biracial, they usually say like one side will treat them like you're not white enough, and the other side will treat them like you're not black enough or something like that. So like you didn't have like any of those kind of like identity kind of feelings or anything like that growing up.
I mean, I dealt with it. I dealt with it because motherfuckers was definitely racist. Even some family members caught subtle little hints. You know what I mean? Like they try to crack a little joke. I'm like, oh word. And even some like slip ups. Like my one grandpop said some shit. We're at the dinner table. I was like 7 or 8, and he was talking about my cousin. He's like, yeah, he got him sweating like a nigga in a cotton field. That's how they talk. So, but yo, everybody else stopped and was like, what the fuck? In my pops like, yo, what the fuck, man? But dude was like, and dude felt bad then, but that's how he talked. You know what I'm saying? That he wasn't even trying to be racist. Like that's how ingrained that shit is. You know what I mean? And I've peeped that with a lot of people over time. And I mean, I like racism. It's hilarious to me. You know what I'm saying? So anything you can make a meme out of, I'm here for it.
Why do you say that?
Cause I be on my troll shit. I be online a lot. Like I'm not the type of dude that would have a Facebook or an Instagram if it wasn't for music. But now I've been on them shit so long, you know what I'm saying? I can't help but like be on there trolling, fucking with people. I love a good meme. I have my man shout out Tone Spliff. Now I mean he'll throw my face on it. I think you seen one the other day, and he
Yeah, I
be
did.
slapping my face on shit and make it funnier. Yeah, I'm a silly dude, man. Especially I spent a lot of time in jail and prison and shit, and even there, I can't take shit super serious because if you want me to be super serious, then it's gonna be a fucking problem all the time, and I already spaz out enough. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So I gotta get my chuckles in, bro.
What did your parents do for work when you were growing up?
My mom is a retired school teacher, so she taught like 30 some years, something like that in Allentown. And then my step pops like worked at some factory. He was like a supervisor at some factory and shit. So, you know what I mean? Like middle class,
Mhm.
chilling. You know what I mean?
Working class. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I went to the white boys school. Like they had like where we lived at is like if you go up 6 blocks, that's the border between, Allen High and Parkland. So I went to Parkland until 11th grade. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of motherfuckers at Parkland was like up, up. You know what I mean? Like we was good, but a lot of these motherfuckers was rich. Or rich to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah. Nah, I can appreciate I was never poor until I had to do it all myself. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. How would you describe like yourself as a kid though? Like were you really quiet? Were you social or were you like funny the way you are now?
Uh a mix of it. A mix of it. I was into sports a lot. and really like finding hustles. You know what I mean? I did, I had a newspaper route back in the day. Shovel motherfuckers driveway and shit, cut grass, anything like that. Fucking I started like collecting baseball cards. I get the price guide and start hustling and trading and flipping and you know what I'm saying? And that shit just kind of carried over into everything else I did, whether it was street shit, music shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean I can be a little animated at times, but you know, I guess that
So
happens.
so what sports were you into?
I played baseball for like 8 years. I played football for like 4. But I was so big that I couldn't play like in the youth leagues, you know what I mean? So like when I started playing, I played for the freshman team when I was in 7th grade. So you know what I mean? I played freshman, 7th, 8th, ninth, and then 10th grade I played JV varsity and shit. And then 11th grade I was robbing niggas.
Damn. So did you ever like try to meet your birth parents or anything like that, or that was like never something?
No, I haven't. Actually, it's funny you asked that because my mom's recently she knows the lady, that hooked up the adoption and shit. And she still like works in that field and she has connects and whatever, and she'd be like connecting people. She's like, yo, do you wanna meet them? I'm like, ah, whatever. There was a time I kind of wanted to because I wanted to see if I had any blood brothers and sisters and shit like that. But I never really pushed the issue because like I didn't want to hurt my moms. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Know what I mean? Because she and I've seen a lot of other shit, whether it's hood shit, suburban shit, whatever. I've seen a lot of different families, and she helped me the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? So like I always felt like I didn't really need it. The only thing I wanted to know is like I said, like, do I have any brothers, sisters, shit like that? Like that'd be cool.
right.
But like besides that, like it's not like something was missing from me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
some people that in that situation, their upbringing might have been different too. You know what I mean? Like I was good with that. And like, yeah, I've never had a blood relative until I started having kids. And shit, we don't even know if all those are mine because my one baby mom's a smut.
You wow, you wow. Hold up. But um no, I totally understand
Why do
what
you
you're
think I got full custody, bro? Like how many dudes get full custody with no problems? You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
it
that's
makes you
true.
think. And
It's
not that I'm
hard.
not on my job, but yeah, it's wild out here.
But
I'm gonna
you're
score
right
up a
though. You know
cigarette.
what I mean? Like a lot of people, they usually feel like something's missing, so they want to meet their birth parents or something like that. But like for your situation, like your adopted mom held you down. So I can understand from your perspective too, like not wanting her to feel like she wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? That
And
you
that's
very
yeah, you
considerate.
nailed it. See, you're a good listener, bro. I like that. I could talk to you for a while, man, because some motherfuckers don't listen, bro.
So when you were 5 years old, you were really sick, and your pops got you this tape called Breaking, right?
Burr.
And you would be going to daycare with your Walkman, letting kids hear it and everything. What was that experience like for you hearing music that you connected with or like that you found so interesting that early on?
I mean, it was dope, but I was already like, I just loved music from the jump. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't that anything was lacking. You know what I mean? It was just another branch of that shit. And then even like, that cassette. I see you read my bio. Thank you. I appreciate it. Um, so on that tape there was a joint, Grandmaster Flash, Wheels of Steel. And so he chops up a bunch of different grooves and little cuts here and there and shit. And the one shit is Another One Bites the Dust by Queen. I had Queen on
Right.
8-track. So that was the shit that was exciting to me. Like, oh, I know this, but I see how he's breaking it down and shit. And then like, you know, two years later, then Run DMC came and Walk This Way. So like, I liked how that shit was getting together. Same thing with like Michael Jackson working with Eddie Van Halen on Thriller.
Right. Yeah, I noticed that
Because
about
Van
you.
Halen is like my favorite rock group.
Yeah, I noticed that about
That's
you,
that.
that you
I
have a
mean,
strong
honestly, shout
influence.
out to Van Halen because that's my biggest influence as far as like, yo, I want to make music.
Wow.
Before I had any clue on how to make music, like I took guitar lessons when I was 8. Know what I'm saying? Like I got into it like that. And then, but hip hop was always my thing once I got introduced. And then, you know, I came up at the right time because I got to see the very beginning as a, you know, a real little kid. But when I'm old enough to start understanding the words, I get Kane, Rakim, G-Rap, KRS-One, all in a year and a half.
Right.
Special Ed, Sonic, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, mixing that with the rock and roll shit and the jazz I liked and that, like, it was cool. And even my parents, they had a wide fucking range of shit they listened to. So, you know, we could go from Johnny Cash to Grandmaster Flash to Van Halen to Megadeth, you know what I mean? To some Ozzy, Grover Washington Jr. It was just, it was like some melting pot shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you were really influenced by so many different genres of music. So what was it about hip hop that made you want to do that versus being in a rock band, whether you be on guitar or you be a singer?
Well, I'm not a good singer. That was one part. You know what I'm saying? I like I like what they were doing with the words though. Because a good singer, even somebody like Michael Jackson, the words weren't connecting like how a fucking Rakim joint hit you. You know what I mean? Or ESC. Shout out ESC because he's another big influence. And he's like, I don't want to say slept on because like real hip hop heads know about 3 Times Dope, especially, you know, Philly, New York people. But he he did his first album, No Curses, and he was spilling. Know what I mean? Another one like Pasta News, De La Soul. They was spilling and covering everything. I done robbed motherfuckers at stakes is high. You know what I'm saying? So you get that, you get some Mob Deep. I don't know. The words just connected more though when hip hop came on.
Got you. So what was the song that made you feel like, okay, I want to rap now? Like this is actually something I want to do.
I don't think there was one song. I think it was that whole late 80s shit. You know what I mean? Like the Mount Rushmore of the 80s, when they were all dropping their debuts and second albums. And then you know, you get dudes like Special Ed and shit. I was a big Special Ed fan. Even Kwame, that shit was just so dope to me. And the way they were freaking other records. And you know, I think that helped me with production too. You know what I mean? Because I was tapped into other shit. And then I'm seeing how they're flipping it. I'm like, oh shit, I can do that. I can put a different spin on that. You know what I mean?
Right. So what age would you say that you start actually writing rhymes?
Uh, Probably like I'm trying to think of the first one I wrote. It was like elementary, like late elementary, 5th, 6th grade. I think Cool G Rap might have been the one. I mean, I had all those dudes that I just shouted out and shit. But I had to take speech class because I used to slur my S's and Z's and shit. So, and that was fourth and fifth grade. Fifth grade, fourth grade Kane came out. Fifth grade Cool G Rap came out. And then I'm hearing him slur on his shit, and he's fucking spilling. And I'm like, yo, I can do that. Maybe not the rapping shit, but you know what I mean? Like, I was just like, yo, if he can do that, and he has the same problem that I have to go to a fucking special class for, know what I mean? Like, that definitely drew me in and kept him in my top 10, know what I mean, for a long time.
For sure, man. So, from the way that you describe your parents and everything, it seems like they were really supportive of you growing up, right? Very nurturing when it came musically and everything. So, why would you say that you gravitated towards the streets? Was there something in particular that drove you towards that way?
Uh, well, first of all, with the music shit, it was a mix. It there was some support, but as I was getting older, and it was like time to start figuring shit out. You know what I mean? Even like when I first when I quit my job and I'm just rapping and shit back like '07, you know, I'd see my step pops like, how much did you make today? Type shit. I'm like, it don't work like that. But let's see what I do at the end of the year. Let's see what I do. You know what I mean? And then like once they started seeing certain shit, then they really fucked with it. You know what I mean? But there was the early on shit, like my mom done took me and my man to the studio back when it was like, recording on fucking ADATs and, reel to reels and cutting shit on cassette. So it was a mixed thing. I mean, but they were just definitely supportive in general. You know what I mean? Sports shit, I was a big dude. I was pretty decent at sports, you know what I mean? But I wasn't passionate with it like I am with music. Like if I had the passion I had for music, I would have been balling. Like I didn't start really playing basketball till I was locked up. You know what I mean? Like I played upstate on the team and like dunking on niggas and shit. But
But that's what I'm saying though. So like usually a lot of times people turn to the streets or crime in general when they have a lack of a support system, right? What do you think it was for you, since you did have a support system with your parents and everything that turns you towards that life of crime?
it's simple. It's simple. In high school I was a bookie, right? That's where the Everything's a Gamble comes from. My mixtape series. I have a betting site now too, where I give out sports picks. It's called Everything's a Gamble as well. So I was doing that. I had got caught skipping school and I had a bunch of money on me. So they're trying to case me up for that shit. And then I slapped the shit out of this kid and I got probation. So when I was on probation, I had to do community service. And that's when I started linking up with more street niggas. You know what I'm saying? And shit went downhill real fast. You know what I mean? So
So
that's
95 to
really so that was 94. Right. So that was
okay.
94. By 95, I was doing bids. Yeah.
Right. So 95 to 96, you end up getting locked up as a juvenile for like about a year, right? And you come home.
Yeah. Came home, was chilling a little bit.
What was that for though?
Robbery.
What was that you getting locked up then for? Robbery?
Robbery and carjacking, smacking niggas. All of
Okay.
it. Yeah. So so that happened. Did my shit. And there was a bunch of us though. So a bunch of us got like about a year in juvie. You get 6 to 8, 9 months. Some people had to do a whole year, whatever. But we was all fucking teenagers. We're all fucking 15, 16, 17. Um, Two of them had already been locked up. The one was on a run from a placement. So he got certified. He ended up catching like a 3 to 7 or some shit. You know, he got certified. So he was 17, but they gave him adult time. You know what I mean? But so
Right.
the rest of us came home and shit. We linked up. I was on some Chuck chill out shit, bro. I was, you know, I got a job. I was working the warehouse, Sugar City, which was horrible because they had you, you know, and this is back when it was like $7.50 an hour type shit, and you're busting your ass in this hot ass thing. But I was cool with it because I'm home, so I'm cool with it. But then my man's come home and he hops right back in the street and he got it popping. So I'm chilling with him. He had me take him to bust a sale, and he made like 2 weeks of my work. You know what I mean? Off a sale. And I was like, yeah, I'm about to tap back in. Fuck that. And then then I really started wilding. Cheers
So
to
when you
that.
first when you first started getting in trouble in the streets and stuff like that, like how did your parents react to that?
The fuck is wrong with you? They were shocked, disappointed. You know, you're doing good in school, you're doing good in sports, even music. You know, me and my man was cutting demos and selling shit, and you know, holding jobs. You know, I was doing all right on a lot of levels. So I was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But she still came to my hearings and shit. You know what I mean? Still
Right.
supportive like that. So, you know, it was what it was. And you know, but my first adult shit, it was a lot worse. Plus, what I didn't know is see, I thought they couldn't use your juvie shit, but you have to have a certain amount of time without getting in trouble for that shit to be expunged. I came home like May 96, and I was back. I got locked up Christmas Eve 96. So my juvenile shit got used in that, and I was like a repeat felon at 18. You know, they have the point system. So all right, say it's your first offense. Punch somebody in the face, you get 3 months, right? But it's a point system in Pennsylvania. 1 to 6 points. So if you got 2 points, that 3 months turns to 6 months. You got 4 points, 6 months turns to 12 months. I already from the felonies I had in juvenile, they used it against me, and I was straight repeat felon. So I had to get the max for everything. So like I copped out to the 5 years. You know, I got 18 months to 5 years. I copped out to that because if I would have blew trial, I was facing 5 to 10 with two of them.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it was different then too. I didn't really mind doing the time back then. I didn't have no kids. You know what I mean? A lot of my friends was there. You know what I'm saying? So it's different
So
now.
you end
I
yeah, you ended up doing the 2 to 5, but you did like what, 4 years, right?
basically, yeah,
And then you came
more or
home
less. I came home for 4 months and then I caught a gun charge.
in New York.
Yeah, yeah. I got to see Rikers Island, man.
So how long did you stay locked up for
Definitely,
that?
definitely an influence. I was on the island for basically the summer. So June, July, August. I was on the island for like 3 months. And then I bailed out and I beat that shit. They tried to do me dirty. Like they ran me off the road. I got off on a legal search. Know what I'm saying? But even then, from the 5 years I did, I learned about going to the law library. So as soon as I got locked up, you know, I just came home. So I'm on some shit right away. I'm going to the law library, looking shit up. Cause they tried to finesse me cause my shit didn't pop up, right? So it looked like it was my first arrest. It was my first arrest in New York. And then they have that PSI shit where they, they run the nationwide shit. But that comes at sentencing. So they're like, look, we'll give you a year. Cop out now, we'll give you a year for the gun. Now, typically, a year for a gun, hop on it. Definitely hop on it. And that shit was, live, one in the head, you know what I mean? So, well, the cop did it. The cop fucking cocked the shit back and was like, oh, look what we have here. My fucking soul dropped. But, yeah, when that shit went down, they're like, yo, we'll give you a year. I already know if I cop out to the year, they're gonna run my PSI, and I'm gonna have a mandatory 3 I have to do. I was like, nah, turned it down. Next time I come back, they're like, all right, you wanna be a tough guy. All right. Well, our offer switch is not a year no more, it's 3 years. I was like, well, if I ain't take 1, I ain't taking 3. Come back again. Gets continued, then I bail out. And the biggest factor was my ex-wife, shout out to her, she was my co-defendant. And since it's a conflict of interest, so like they gave her a public defender, but it was a conflict of interest for both of us at public defenders. So I ended up getting a fucking banging ass Jewish lawyer pro bono. So that's really how I beat this shit. Know what I mean?
Right. So when you were locked up at Rikers, that was when you met the 5%er that gave you the name King Magnetic?
No. That was back on the 5-year joint. When I was in
on the 5-year joint, okay.
Yeah, in Pennsylvania. Yeah. Shout out Ray Ball, rest in peace. Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace to him, man. So he's the one that gave you the name King
cannon,
Magnetic,
bro.
but you weren't a 5%er.
Yeah, nah, never been. I study, you know what I mean? I learned my 1 to 10s. Know what I'm saying? I learned a few things. But just like everything else, it wasn't for me. But I kept the handle because it was given to me. You know what I'm saying? And then my man got killed shortly after. Like before I started dropping shit. Know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, no, I'm definitely rocking this out now.
So it meant more to you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. So when is it that you meet QP? When are you locked up with QP and he's your cellie? On Rikers, or is that during
same time I got the name?
Same time you got your name. Okay.
No, the PA shit. Right, but he's from New York. He's one of the guys that came down from New York. Oh, it's sweet down here. I'm gonna do some shit and got bagged. And then, he got locked up in PA and we ended up being cellies and started going back and forth with shit, and he was just showing me little shit. He's still a dope MC to this day. That's my bro. I took him on tour with me twice and shit.
Right.
Know what I mean? So there's actually, I was going through like old pictures. I was going through old pictures on Instagram the other day. So this is the crazy part. So, we was mad cool and shit. We gave each other our information when we were leaving there, and this is back in like 98. And then didn't talk for a while, but caught back up when MySpace came around. Found each other on MySpace, traded info, whatever. Didn't talk for a couple years. Linked back up on Facebook. And then I knew he moved to North Carolina. When I was doing my first album, I recorded the whole shit at Knife Wonders. And I'm like, oh, I know my man's in North Carolina. Where he at? So Knife Wonders in Raleigh, and some was in Durham. That's like 20 minutes apart for those that don't know. Hit him up like, yo, I'm coming down there to do my my first official album. But I was like, yo, I've been doing my thing. I've been to Europe, all that shit. But, yo, we got to link up, bro. So there's a picture of me and him at Knife on the Studio linking up after all that time. And then, like I said, like, he came on a couple tours with me after that and shit.
That's dope, man.
But yeah, there's been a lot of full circle moments, not just in my life, but with this music shit, man. Know what I mean? And it's been dope, man. I've had a very full and exciting life. Know what I'm saying? And I'm enjoying just being a single mom now.
So there was this rumor that you actually stole 30 cars in 30 days and ended up in the newspaper.
Yeah, it's not a rumor, it's in the newspaper. It's
Well, I don't know, I
30
can't confirm.
32 cars in 30 days, but yeah, that was us.
What time period was this?
That's 95.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
So
that
around
was
that time. Okay.
the whole month of August. The whole month of August 95. So Purple Tape just came out. Mob Deep Infamous was banging. Yeah, niggas would hear the bass line from the intro of Raekwon shit, and they're like, it's these niggas, man. Tuck your shit in, go inside, or come with us. Yeah. Good times.
Right. All right. So you get out of prison, what, around 2002, 2003?
Well, I maxed out 2002 on the PA shit, and then I go back. Rikers was also 02. I bail out that August, and then I'm on bail for a year, going back and forth. And they had me on some fuck shit. Like, I had to go to court every 3 weeks. And they'd keep continuing it. So I'm on bail, so I have to go. That shit definitely, like, New York used to be fun to go to, and it definitely sucked the fun out of it. Know what I mean?
But at that time, though, you're working with Adlib, right? Early on, and he's the one that introduces you to the Philly circuit, and you're doing shows with him.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. That's that era, yeah. 03,
Okay.
like,
And then that's how
while
you
I'm
meet
on bail.
Reef, the lost cause.
Yep, that's how I met Reef. Facts.
Okay. And what was your first impression of Reef?
I didn't really have one. I mean, it was just another rap nigga, bro. Like, the first impression, like, I didn't really have one. No, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I ain't have one initially, but like as we had a couple more shows, by like the third show that either we did together or we were in the same space, I was like, yo, this nigga is fucking crazy, bro. You know what I mean? And he had this song called Monday, off Invisible Empire. And a lot of cats don't know about that album like that. Even if they know the Army of the Pharaohs shit and they know his shit after that. But that shit was a treat, bro. And it was almost like some black Eminem shit. You know what I mean? Talking about losing your job on Monday, Thursday, Tuesday, y'all boss, Thursday, he didn't show up at all. Thursday, yeah, he was just killing shit, man. And we linked up and did some shit. And I was cooking beats. And I ended up doing Sound of Philly for his album, and then he had me rap on Crumbs on the Feast of Famine album. Shout out to him for that, but fuck Good Hands, because they fucked me on my publishing. It worked out in the end, though, and we got to do some cool shit.
Yeah, that becomes one of his biggest hits, right? That comes out in 2005, Sound of Philadelphia. And they start playing it on ESPN and college games later on and all types of shit. So when did you start producing?
94. 93, 94.
Were you taking it as serious as you were with the rhymes, or you were like it was kind of more on the back burner compared to the rapping?
Uh, even. I, I didn't take
Even?
either too serious. Like I like doing it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I sucked at rapping until I did my first bid, and then I got on some Tupac shit and wrote like 70 songs. You know, over that 18 months to 5 years and shit. So then that like when I came home, I was nice.
And you credited QP as helping you like learn to structure your bars and enunciate and everything like that, right? Tighten your flow.
Yeah, he definitely helped me tighten my flow. And he humble about it because he be, sometimes we'll be talking, because that's my man, like fuck rap. That's my homie. You know what I'm saying? And when I be saying that shit and bigging him up, he's like, nah, fuck out of here. Da, da, da. Like, I'm like, nah, bro. But like, there's certain little things that he showed me that I use to this day. You know what I mean? But I've always been a student. I've always been a student. So that's why even like when we were talking about the early shit, my influences are vast. Shit, even whack niggas was an influence to me because I'm like, I don't want to sound like him. Know what I mean? Hey, shout out to the whack niggas, bro.
Right, for sure, man.
You got me smoking in my crib and shit. That's crazy.
What? How's that my fault?
It's all your fault. And you look, you owe me $8 for this. You heard? That's the holder. That's the phone holder I got. The only shit they had was it Lilo and Stick. And now my daughters is fighting over the sticker, bro. It's all right.
That's crazy.
I got you. But I'm gonna send you an invoice.
All right. Now, before all of this, what a lot of people don't know about you is your history with the Fugees.
That was dope. Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
Shout out my man A1. Um, so in junior high, I met this cat A1, right? We played on the football team together. And I had referenced the EST and 3 times dope earlier. So we're coming from like a scrimmage, and I started singing some EST lyrics, and he chimed in. So this is why I'm going to the white boy school. So I'm like, who the fuck knows 3 times dope on here? And son had that shit. So we started rocking together. Like we made a little group and we made demos and shit. So long story short, there was some battle, and the prize was to open for the Fugees. And this is right before they blew up. So they had out the first album, know what I'm saying? But before Fuji Lie and all that. They had out the Mona Lisa, y'all.
So this was before the score.
Right. Like right before, because we opened for them September 95.
Yeah, the score comes out in 96.
And then I got locked up. I was on the run. It came out like January or February 96. So, but they linked up with the DJ and shit. So it was cool. So like I was coming on home passes from Juvie. Like I went to Wyclef's crib on a home pass from Juvie, bro.
That's crazy.
Like I was at his crib when he got his first $1 million check. And then I'm coming back to Juvie telling niggas, because Fuji Lie is blowing up at the time. So I'm like, yeah, I was just at his crib. And you know, jail niggas be lying and shit. So right away, they're like, yo, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, no, for real. Like, hilarious. And then, even to this day, like, why ain't got no pictures? Because I was on the run, bro. I was on the run, and it wasn't digital like it is now. It's disposable cameras back then. But I was like, nah. I'm still mad at myself. I ain't get a little picture with L Boogie, because that shit would have just looked funny. my big ass and her little cute ass. Know what I mean?
But you know, the culture was a lot different back then, though. It's not like it is now, where people are trying to take pictures and video all the time and stuff. A lot of times, people didn't want to do that, especially if you was in the streets like that too.
Well, that's why I didn't. Like I said, I was on the run.
Right.
I I was on the run for the shit that I ended up doing a year for. So I was like, yeah, I want to do that. It would have made more sense now in this era for me to be like that, but I did it. Smart dumb niggas, as Wu-Tang would say.
What do you remember about Wyclef? Did he give you any good advice or anything like that during that time?
No, it's not like we chopped it like that. Like I mean, there was 20 dudes there. Know what I mean, like I was just a friend of the DJ. Know what I mean? I was,
Oh, got you. Okay.
you know, I do get a lot. I'm not saying I got it there, but like a lot of time, what a lot of my own shows, motherfuckers, I come to the joint to check in, and they're like, "Yo, we could use you for security. Oh, you want a job? Like, nigga, I hired you. Protect me, bro."
So we know that recently John Forte just passed away, and he was a part of the refugee
Rest in
camp and
peace,
was very important to their crew.
folks.
You know, rest in peace to him.
Yeah.
Did you see him around a lot back then?
Nah, nah, and like understand that was a one time thing. Like there was the one home pass. I went there,
Oh,
and then I
okay.
came home, and they had Smoke and Groove tour, which was crazy. That was a crazy experience because it was like them, Busta Rhymes as he was dropping solo, Tribe Called Quest, Cypress Hill. Know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah. So I listen. I've been able to be around a lot of cool shit. I've been able to, you know, take care of my family off this shit. I've been able to travel the world. Know what I'm saying? And it's checks forever too. So like I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at none of it, bro. It's all been beautiful. Even I can't fuck it up.
Yo, Mag, you know that the way that I like to do things is like in chronological order, right? So I
I
just
see that.
asked
I
that,
see
like, when
that.
I start, yeah, when I start asking you like certain questions, like, you know, hey, when did you meet like Vinny or something? Like, don't jump too far ahead in the timeline to be like, yeah, he was cool then, but fuck him now. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like wait till we get to the part to, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't jump too far ahead. You get
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
you're the one jumping the gun, man. Follow your own rules, bro.
No,
Like, yo,
I'm
cause
just saying. I'm just saying.
trust what I say. I don't give a fuck about none of these rappers, bro. Like, it is what it is. Yo, matter of fact, shout out to Vinny, man, because I got to do a lot of cool shit, you know, with him or off the turf of shit we did. Know what I mean? It's not that serious, bro.
Right.
It's really not. But I'm not the one either. I'm not the one for the bullshit. So I mean,
Hmm.
obviously we'll touch on that. But
Yeah.
yeah, people hold in on that shit, and it's like, yo, bro, like I don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. It's it's not that deep.
So what year is it that you meet Vinny?
Oh, oh six.
Oh six. And Reef was actually opening for Jedi Mind Tricks and asked you to come be like the hype man for him and perform some songs too, right? That's how you ended up meeting him.
Fact. Yep.
So what was your first
That was a
impression of
crazy
Vinny?
show too. That was a crazy show. That's how I met Sean Price. Rest in peace. Know what I mean?
Right. There's a lot of things that happened that night too.
Yeah, I blacked out. I mean, as you'll see, that's the storyline on a lot of shit. I definitely crippled. I definitely crippled millions of dollars. along the way. But I have fun doing it. So like, I don't really care about money. Money doesn't even exist. We just made that shit up. So outside of maintaining living, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't give a fuck about money neither. So that's two things. I don't give a fuck about rappers. I don't give a fuck about money. What's next?
So what was your first impression of Vinnie when you met him?
No comment.
No comment. All right. Okay. But
No
he asked
comment.
you,
I ain't gonna. Yeah, I ain't gonna. I ain't gonna turn it into that. I ain't gonna turn into that. I already I gave him a shout out and shit. I ain't gonna do that. Know what I mean?
but he asked you for some beats, right? He asked you for some beats and you ended up sending him some, but it wasn't to what he was looking for. So he sent you songs to rap on, which was what, Black Christmas and
Yep.
drama theme.
Oh, see, yo, you know what, yo, shout out my man Carlos, man, because he had brought you up. I've been seeing you like pop up, like Facebook trying to keep making us be friends. You know what I'm saying? And then my man mentioned you. Like, yo, Panda chop this, Panda chop that. Da-da-da. I'm like, word? All right, no doubt. And then I started like seeing some more shit, and then you hit me up, and then I was like, oh, okay, now it all makes sense. Know what I mean? But I'm trying to think of the diplomatic way to say this shit. I don't know. The rap shit. I'll put it like this: the rap shit has definitely been fucking weird. It's been weird. I can get down with a little bit of weird. Um, but you're very well prepared. Know what I'm saying? You're very, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay, I was waiting for where you was gonna pull it back in. I was like, well, what are you trying to say? Like,
I mean, if you want to fight, I got a knee brace. I'll throw that bitch on right now.
nah. Come on, man. We know you 6'9", all right?
I'm
Choke
6'8".
slam me through the table.
I shrunk since my knee surgery, and I gained some weight. I literally shrunk. I'm 6'8" now. Spine compression. Look it up. It's real shit.
Damn. So during this time when you hop on those two records, right? This is like the official introduction to Army of the Pharaohs. Did you guys like have like a conversation that, hey, I want you to be a part of this group, or how did it go?
Nah, I mean, like you said, you did your homework. So, like, yeah, he sent me some beats, or he asked me for some beats because he heard Sound of Philly. He's actually in that video. You know what I mean? You know, obviously at that time, Reef was already doing shit with them. He was on the album before that. And a lot of my beats, I make some raw, gritty shit, but I'm a De La Soul Tribe Called Quest type of nigga, bro. And I fuck with a lot of jazz shit too. So obviously, you know, the beats I sent him wasn't working for that. I have beats that work for that, but that's not the ones I sent him. You know what I mean? So then, yeah, then he sent me some joints, knocked them out. It wasn't really much of a discussion. I killed the verse. They threw me on the shit, and we rocked out.
And then the next year, you appear on Jedi Mind Tricks, A History of Violence album on the song Godflesh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but
Was that
we're skipping a very important step. We're skipping a
okay?
very important step, which was DJ Who Kid and Shadyville DJs. Yeah,
Well, I was gonna go
I
there.
did two Shadyville DJ joints.
I was gonna cover that. But I wanted to cover this part first. But I got you. I got
You
you.
said chronological order, baby. You gotta make your mind up, yo. See?
No, but you right though, right? So, but for that song Godflesh, right? Did that happen like immediately after like you did those other joints for Army of the Pharaohs, or how soon after?
Like a year.
Like a year? Okay.
Yeah, because History of Violence was like late '08.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's like literally a year. Like we probably got in the lab August, September to do that. And we did that one in person. Know what I'm saying? You know, with Army of Pharaohs shit, I mean, there's so many motherfuckers in so many places. There's a lot of email shit going on. But the email shit is different too when you like work with people a couple times or you know people, you know what I mean? There's a difference when like you never dealt with somebody and you just strictly do an email versus um all right, we chopped up in person a couple times or we did this, that, and the third, or we did some shows, and then we do it through email. That's a different vibe than not linking in person at all. You know what I mean?
Nothing can replace like getting somebody's aura in person as far as like their whole vibe, how they carry themselves. You know, you watch how they interact with other people, all that. You know what I'm saying? It really goes very far to see what a person is really like and if you really fuck with them or not.
Yeah, and you still never know.
Right, exactly. But that's,
That
that's what I'm
that that's
saying though.
not rap
But you're
shit.
right.
That's life shit. I know I'm right. I know I'm right.
But a lot of times though, you know, in this newer era, we've noticed that rappers have made the mistake of like, oh, like this person is a big name. They want me on the track. We just email the verse, whatever. Then all of a sudden they end up beefing with each other because they never really knew each other and, you know, never meshed like that.
Right. Facts.
All right. So that same year of 2008, you had the mixtape that came out on thisis50.com that was hosted by DJ Who Kid, the cosign. How did this come about?
Um. Well, first I did a Shadyville joint. Then I did a like a freestyle joint. It was like 50 on the cover, whatever. Um. My man's man, basically, my DJ homie, Child Rescue One. His homie was like in the army of Shadyville, Army of the Pharaohs, Army of Shadyville, and yeah, we ended up linking up. I did a couple joints, do Dre Boogs and shit. And then that shit, you know, it's a fucking chain. So this gets passed on. They have meetings and shit. You know, 50 sits on some of the shit back then. Who Kids sits on certain shit. So that's how I get, you know, the links and the drops and the whatever from that shit. Know what I mean? And that's back when motherfuckers was like paying for drops.
Right.
It kind of worked out cool. I had some cool shit going on. And that's the wild shit too. Cause like I was kind of opposite Army of the Pharaohs, and I was kind of opposite of Shadyville shit. And I got mad love from both. And not from them, but like from their fans. Not saying I didn't get love from them, but you feel what I'm saying.
Right,
Like
right.
it just kind of worked out like that. And even to this day, you know, most motherfuckers in the underground would think that, oh, my whole existence is Army of the Pharaohs. Like, no, like that's 50, 60%. Know what I'm saying? As far as like people hearing about me. But there's yeah, that Who Kid shit was crazy. That shit went crazy.
Yeah, bro, you had copyright on there, Esoteric, Sean Price, Outer Space, DJ Premier, Vinny was on it, Reef, Snow Goons, El the Sensei, Sky Zoo. Like there was that shit was crazy.
Yeah, that was a cool moment. That was cool. And a lot of that shit was just putting together the shit from other records that you know, like the Sky Zoo joint was me, Sky Zoo, El the Sensei. That was the first vinyl I was in. And that was just like a fucking paid feature where they put us together. I mean, shout out to Sensei too, because he's one of the few real ones out there. We had him out for a show. A fight broke out. I'm like, yo, go in the back room. Let us handle this. This nigga coming out like ready to hop in with us. Like, nah, chill, baby. Chill, baby.
Yo, that's funny, man. You know, it's funny that you say that because I just spoke to L today and he told me to tell you he said peace, right? He said he said that it's funny because like well when it comes to Sean P, you guys both collaborated with him on different songs, but you guys had like similar bars, like a couple of lines.
I know where this is going. I know where this is going. Yeah, he was mad about that then too. Yeah, niggas whammy flammy on him. I remember that.
He said that like you guys laugh about it and everything because like you guys had like two lines that were similar or something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, look, and then Pete, like even my verse, Pete did my shit from scratch on the first joint, right? And like he showed me mad love. I paid him for the first joint, but he gave me a hefty discount. And like it was crazy because the first time we like link, we met at that show. We was talking about the '06 shit with like Jedi and Redman and all them. And then we talked on Facebook, and this nigga done he straight like dropped me his Addy, his home phone number. Like that's how I know Bernadette. Shout out Bernadette too. That's another real one. Know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to Bernadette.
Know what I mean? So
For sure.
yeah, like that's how me and her even knew each other. For me, like calling the crib, like, yo, Peter, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that shit, you know what I mean? Obviously that shit rocked my world. I named my daughter after him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Know what I mean? So that whole shit was crazy. And then we did more shit, know what I mean? We got the joint with me, him, and Sog on and shit. Did that shit
Yeah.
while we was out in Cali together and shit. Know what I mean? Some cool, like I said, I did some cool shit. And then at the end of the day, like when I was home, see, I like how you do it because it's easier now. I can just go back to shit we already talked about with the chronological order shit, right?
Right.
So 96, when I'm home from juvie, that's when Helter Skelter Nocturnal dropped, which I'm a huge fan of. Know what I mean? And it went from that to fucking. I wasn't a huge fan of Magnum Force from the door, but I only heard radio shit. I didn't hear the whole album. I was locked up. And then it went from that to Reef had him on Feast or Famine. I was like, wait, Sean Price from Helter Skelter? He's like, yeah. And then I linked with him and then like shit started rolling like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I might be mumble jumbling right now, but like I don't know. It was a cool interaction and that's a cool ass nigga, bro. Know what I'm saying? And
He did you a solid,
you don't
bro.
come across many of them.
Right. He did you a solid because he shouted you out on hiphopgame.com, where that was one of the biggest websites at that time, and he didn't have to do that.
At all. Yeah. That was huge.
Because like a lot of times people say they say they fuck with you, whatever, but they won't publicly say it and like empower you like that. You know what I'm saying? So to have somebody to that regard that don't owe you nothing, just do that off of like love, that says a lot, bro, about somebody's character,
Yeah, that's part of why I named my daughter after him. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
because you know what it is, man. Like, the game is super phony. And
Mm-hmm.
he showed me dumb love. And obviously I made bread and headway off that. And there's a bunch of those little situations like that where like, I get a nice boost from this situation, that situation. You know what I mean? I definitely could have 3 or 4x that shit, but I'm an asshole. So like I done, the same way that situation might have went cool, I done fucked up another one and another one.
Right.
Know what I mean? I'm not gonna mention I'm not gonna mention all the motherfuckers that don't fuck with me. It's not hard to tell though.
Right.
And then on top of that, I bar them the fuck out though.
You get busy. So that
I'm
brings
not
me
too
to
bad for a fat guy. That's what the chick said.
talk about the mixtape, the DJ Who Kid, the cosign mixtape. How was the streets buzzing? How were they reacting to that at the time?
Oh, I mean, that was like peak download era. So I was getting a lot of looks from that shit. That's why I was saying, because as an underground dude, um, the average person that fucks with underground shit is gonna think, oh, Ari and Pharaohs, and that's it. Like, no, that's a huge chunk, but there was a lot of that fucking hookah shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's back when motherfuckers that listen to that shit respected bars. I got bars. Know what I mean? And I done like choked out and headbutted niggas on film too, which, you know what I mean, is what it is.
Wait. We gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. All right. Okay. You see, you going ahead. You going ahead. We gonna get to that. I know you're not from Philly, but you're still a part of the Philly underground rap scene. And Philly breeds real spitters. Like, you know what I mean? Did you do a lot of battle rapping on the street or ciphers early on?
No, I did ciphers. I mean, there were ciphers everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't no battle rapper.
But sometimes the cipher could turn into a battle.
Nah, it could turn into a fight.
Well, that too.
Like, to quote my man Saigon, I ain't a battle rapper. I take this razor and run this shit across the Adam's apple, or however he said it. That's yeah.
Shout out to Penn, to Poison Pen, my bro. He actually told me
Awesome.
that you was wild back then, bro. He said that you was wild, But I saw this interview where you had said that, like, he was doing the battle rap shit, and you asked him, what's up with the battle rap thing, and he told you not to do it because you can't punch people. And that's why you didn't get in it.
Yeah, I said that in a song, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's, what's funny? That was a Jedi show in New Mexico. Well, I was just vacationing out there, and I pulled up to the show, and yeah, it was like Immortal Technique, Penn, Jedi, couple other cats, whatever. I came to the back and I seen him, and that's when he was really like popping with the host and shit. I was like, yo, let do some battle rap. He's like, nah, I'm gonna get his all cased up. I was like, you right. Even funnier though, the dude I choked out was his homie. So the first time I met Poison Pen, oh, see, he didn't do all the other work.
No. I know what you're about
too.
to go into. No, I know. I know what you're about to go into, but I want to ask you that separately though. But why didn't you and Penn ever do a track together?
Ask him. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. Fuck with
Because
Penn.
I feel like you guys would sound so dope together. You know what I mean? Your styles would blend really well.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, I want to make that happen. I think that would be fire.
I mean, yeah, you want executive producer credits or something? You want to cut in the post?
Nah, not at all, bro. I just love seeing good things happen in hip hop, bro. So, and I think that you guys are both talented.
Yeah, I mean, I'm almost like that. I appreciate that.
So on July 3rd, 2004, an incident took place where Icon the Mic King was on stage and your team
You didn't have to say
looked
his
like,
name.
well, your team looked like y'all jumped him. What happened exactly and why y'all do him like that?
Well, stop the y'all shit. Stop the y'all shit. If you watch the video, my man Adlib, they had some problems. There's this shit, PhillyHipHop.com, and they were fucking beefing on the message boards, whatever. It was a crazy night. Fucking a rapper that we've mentioned that I'm not gonna mention again, spit in his face that night. Separate but included. And then Adlib like pushed dude. And then when dude was coming back at him, security grabbed Adlib and had him like in the chicken wing. So Adlib's like this. And I'm like, I'm not letting you get a free shot on my man. So I hopped on it. Look, I was about to leave. If you watch the video, I have a duffel bag on my shoulder. And I just fucking threw him in a yoke real quick. It wasn't that deep.
So it looked like you grabbed him from behind, right? By like a chokehold, basically.
Yeah, the Fiend. Threw him in the Fiend.
And so all of a sudden, well, the video looks like it's edited because then next thing you know, he's like on the ground. And then like what is exactly happening is like, are you guys like, because I know you edited it to like promote your CD too, though, right?
And look, yeah, no, so the dude that did my first video, he did that shit. It is not like crazy edited. You know what I mean? I think he repeated a second twice. That's about it. And I choked him real quick, sat him down. And that was it. And then we squashed all that shit out. Hey yo, I gotta take a piss. Let me take a piss.
So do you know why him and Adlib had problems to begin with? It was just on some message board talking shit, like I'm better than you type of thing, or what?
Yeah, pretty much. Listen, PhillyHipHop.com was crazy back then. Niggas was talking the most shit. Niggas was talking the most shit on there. And it wasn't much more than that. You know what I mean? And like I said, like the way it came up, and you might not be able to see it on camera like that. You can see the bouncer step in, but you don't see him like dude's holding Lib's arms behind his back. So Lib is like this. I'm like, I'm not letting you get that off. You can't get that off. Y'all can shoot a fair one.
Well, that's why I'm asking you. That's why I'm asking you what happened exactly, because not being there, you can't really see. It just seemed like Icon's trying to perform. Adlib gets in his face and throws up middle fingers to his face, and it's like it's getting really aggressive super fast, right? And next thing you know, he pushes him, and then it's just goes into this whole thing. Next thing you know, you're coming from behind and like choking him or whatever, and then he's being sat down, and then Adlib's like jumping on top or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why it just seemed like it was almost like, did he even have people there with him, or?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know like what his situation was. Look, here's the craziest part about that whole shit. So my man DJ Express, my tour DJ, he did cuts on my first two albums. And it's just my friend over the last fucking 30 years. You know what I mean? Cause he was there when we was doing them carjackings. We was doing that shit on his block. You know what I'm saying? So he came to that show And me and him was chopping it up, like, oh, good to see you, this and that. He's like, oh, what's up? I was like, yeah, sometimes it gets crazy. 10 seconds later, I'm up on stage choking dude. And if you look at the video, I got a duffel bag on my shoulder when that happens. Oh yeah, nah, like I ain't trying to paint dude as the herb or something, or like there was like some super win. Like I don't get no points for any of that shit. Same shit with jail shit. Like fights I've had in jail, I choked out a fucking dozen niggas my first bid. And you know what I got the most props for? When I got beat up by somebody that could fight. Know what I'm saying? They were like, oh, because niggas was scared of him. And I was like 18. I was like, I don't give a fuck about that. Nigga threw a basketball in my face. We're rumbling. Know what I'm saying? So it's what it is. Shit like that always happens. Thankfully, with this rap shit, I know rap shit gets crazy, but typically, especially in the underground, it doesn't get that bad.
Right. So you said that you guys actually ended up squashing it. How did you guys end up squashing it?
I mean, I guess we squashed it. Not like I said, it wasn't that deep. And then he ended up he made a bit he made a business move and he ended up buying the undergroundhiphop.com. Like him and some of his people or whatever. And I was doing a lot of numbers on there. So when he bought the shit, I hit him up. I was like, you know who I am, nigga. Like, whatever.
You know how I am.
I've been getting it over here. You want to get like, nah, don't say it like that, because I'm not saying it like that, bro. Don't do that. We're not hyping up and up.
No, I know, but I'm just saying though, because it just kind of came across like funny like that.
Oh, it always can. It always can. But yeah, nah. I hit him up like, yo, doing numbers over there, bro. And that's your business. Like, let's do business. And that it felt squash to me. I don't know.
Well,
I still got niggas that want to kill me from the streets. So I really don't like that. Like I don't give a fuck about rap beef.
right.
That same shit with like the Vinnie shit. You know what I mean?
Right. Well,
I really don't give a fuck.
Let me say this though. Icon is my man. So shout out to Icon. But I don't think that he feel any type of way about something that happened 20 years ago and stuff like that. I spoke to him. He's cool about
Right.
it. You know what I mean? So, but he admitted though, he said that, you know, he was an asshole back then, where it was like if he didn't like you as a rapper, he would make it known and he would say shit, and like, you know, he didn't like you as a person then because he didn't like you as a rapper. So he admitted that, like, you know, he was a little much at times, you know what I mean? So everybody's grown from that situation, you know.
Yeah, he was an asshole, but very skilled. Throughout that whole era, when niggas didn't fuck with each other for fucking 5 years, whatever, he battled my man. He battled my right hand man, and he smoked my man.
Who?
And I had to tell my man, like, yo, he kind of fucking did it to you. Like, nah, he's an ill fucking freestyle rapper, bro.
Right, but who did he battle?
Say like my man GQ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you did your homework, you see GQ. Yeah, and GQ is one of the illest freestylers I know. But that night, something went in. He did Dorney Park and everything. You know, Dorney Park, the amusement park in Allentown, nigga. And oh man, it was a sight, bro. It was a sight. And I was just like, man, kind of And that was a wild night too, because like Pumpkinhead was there, and like we're all arguing, and like cops on horses on South Street and shit, and everybody talking about I don't give a fuck. Like nigga, I just got off bail, nigga. I do give a fuck. Not as much as I give a fuck now, though. My level of giving a fuck now is so different. Rest in peace, Pumpkinhead, though.
Yeah, rest in peace, Pumpkinhead, man. You got any stories with PH?
Just that one, really.
Well, can you go into more detail about what happened?
Oh no, like we already had the situation, the Atlas situation, and this is after that, and then we're at some little fucking hole in the wall underground spot on South Street, and it's a battle shit, and you know, GQ is one of the top freestyle battlers, and Icon was as well, and Icon did a fucking verse. Look, I'll never forget this. He did it blindfolded. Did it blindfolded and was like reaching in a box and pulling out shapes and freestyling about it. And it was fucking insane. I was like, yeah, there's gonna be a fight tonight. Like I'm not fighting about it, but I'm gonna, you know, keep the peace or make sure my man don't get beat the fuck up or you know what I mean? Or make sure he doesn't hurt nobody type of shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like I said, not that deep.
Right. Shout out to everybody, man. So in 2008,
See,
what?
damn, we're only at 2008. Oh.
Yeah, come on, man. Let me go. So in 2008, you put out Everything's a Gamble featuring Sean Price, Edo G, Chino XL, Reef, Copyright. You know, the song on there, I Don't Know You, you do the music video for, you put that out in 2007 though, but the shit was buzzing at the time. You had these YouTube streets buzzing early. What was that like for you utilizing the internet in that way where YouTube was still pretty young at the time considering? Because that video is like your most viewed video to this day.
To this day, which is crazy.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that shit was great. That shit was great. And it was a testament to everybody that fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's still my most, like, that's my most performed song. Cause I've been doing it since then.
Right.
90% of my sets, I do that song. And that shit is still like, I mean, honestly, that shit is super fire to this day. Like, and you know, we're getting close to 20 years. You know, that's 18 years ago.
Mm-hmm. You know what's crazy though too?
I'm risky after they frisk me. Tell Cassidy to pass me the biscuit. Give you shots without a glass for the whiskey. Know what I'm saying?
What's dope though is that YouTube at that time, the algorithm gave you more of a chance to like just get views. You know, like now it's like there's a little bit more of the game about how like things are done, right? But content like that, I felt like was more appreciated back in that time. Like now it's different. You know what I'm saying?
All right. It's way different.
But it's dope because like the album cover even has your MySpace URL on it. So that's how classic that shit is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But like I told you, I'm not an internet dude. You know what I mean? Like if it wasn't for music, it wouldn't be none of this. Listen, a chick made my MySpace from when I was grinding those fucking Lataza Philly shows with Ad Lib and sometimes Reef. Know what I mean? Even my man GQ was hopping in back then, cause like me, Ad-Lib, GQ, we all from the same area. We all been doing. I know GQ from when I used to skip school and rob niggas at his school, and now we're going back to the 94, 95 shit. Know what I'm saying? I met Ad-Lib when I was on work release, and my man A1, the dude I told you about, the white boy that was on my football team that knew 3 times dope, we started cutting demos and shit. I'm saying, like, it's all tied in, man. So, like, whether or not I fuck with niggas still or they fuck with me or whatever, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't. It really doesn't. And I don't owe you doing this. My debut album, Timing is Everything. Know what I'm saying? It's a bonus track on there, but that's the shit with Primo, Jadakiss, Smith and Wesson, Big Shug, Marco Polo. Know what I'm saying? But that's the last track. That's the last track as a bonus track. That shit's still fucking slap, bro.
But you know you've worked with so many legends, right? Like, what was it like working with Chino XL on Everything's a Gamble on the song What It Is?
It wasn't really nothing because I just did the beat. That was his relationship with my man God Ella.
Oh, for real?
But you gotta understand, my man God Ella, that's the godfather of my son. Know what I mean? So I ended up, fucking with Chino after that. But the initial shit, that's because of my man Ella. They was working on shit, whatever. He's like, yo, wanna hop on this joint? Yeah. I threw him a couple bucks too. Wasn't nothing crazy. Initially, I threw that first mixtape. I paid everybody. I paid Sean P. I paid copyright. Um, he was dragging his feet on the shit. We was about to fuck him up. He sent his verse through. You know what I'm saying? Um, shit like that. And then as it went, sometimes it's favors. Like Slug. Shout out Slug Atmosphere. One of the realest fucking multimillionaires I know. Know what I'm saying? Same shit with Cat, Wu-Tang, and the Wu-Tang show. I was at their last show. Their last show was on my birthday this past summer. When they was in Philly, when they closed the Wu-Tang tour.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the shit you was talking about the first time I met Vinnie Paz, that was a Wu-Tang show. So I opened for them back then on that. And then fucking 18 years later, know what I'm saying? I'm getting free tickets to the motherfucking last Wu-Tang show. It's fucking crazy shit. And then, shout out to Cap too. Like, Cap's my guy too. Like, I booked 2 tours for us. All the tours I've done, I booked myself.
Right.
I haven't been booking tours for the last 6 years because I've been on my single father shit. And I also had knee surgery. So, like, that cut out the stage diving. Plus, I'm on my single mom shit. You know what I mean? But it's funny, but it's true.
When it comes to Chino, though, what was the relationship like after that? When you guys started to build?
Oh, it was dope as fuck. I had a show. I had a show in Cali, and then Apathy had a show at the same venue, and we had like a day off or whatever. So I pulled up to that. I think we did a couple songs, and then we bounced. And Chino had a show the same night. We pulled up there, and it was crazy. It was crazy because it was like a dead show that we pulled up for Chino. But he fucking bodied it so bad, and that was it's something I already knew, but I had to see it from somebody that high, like lyrically. As far as like, it doesn't matter if there's 100, 1,000, one person. Know what I mean? Like, you got to do your fucking thing. And this nigga bodied it. And then like stopped, shouted me out, and then as soon as he got done, came over, you know what I mean? Gave me a pound and shit. You know what I mean? That's a huge loss. That's a huge loss for the culture,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Just in general.
Tragic.
I'm not saying it like that was my man, like that. I'm glad we got to have those couple moments. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
So in 2008, also, right? You and so many famous artists filmed Stop the Violence with KRS-One. Can you talk about what that experience was like and who was there?
Oh, that was goat shit. Shout out Hakeem Green, cause that's how I got there. And we did this shit. He's on my first mixtape. Um, he plugged me in with a couple joints and shit. Know what I mean? But that was one of the early joints. I mean, the whole boot camp was there. I was on BET with boot camp. Like I was just standing in the background because I was just in the room writing with them. I wrote with Tretch. Know what I mean? Like Nas was in the control room while I'm writing. Young Guru did my shit. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z's engineer did my shit. And then I was like, yo, I shouldn't say Brett on the Stop the Violence joint, right? He's like, I suggest you don't. And I still did it by accident.
What was the interactions like with KRS?
Minimal. There's so many fucking people
Mm-hmm.
there. I'm literally below nobody's status in that. Know what I mean? It was definitely like I'm happy to be here ass nigga in moment. I smoked my verse though. Like the niggas that witnessed it, no matter what level they were, and there's a video for that too. And you know who filmed it? J. Rue the Damager. Cause there was so many people in the fucking studio, they kicked my cameraman out.
Wow.
So when I went to spit my shit, I got the camera and I was like, I had met J. Rue at a battle. J. Rue was hosting a battle that is Reef against Nems in like 05, 06. I met him through that. And he remembered me because I'm a big ass nigga. Know what I mean? So I was like, yo, son, they kicked my peoples out. Like, can you film it for me? So he filmed it. And then I started killing it. And he turned the camera on himself, like, this is Jay for the Damager. And then like put it back on me. And I was like, like that was a stamp. And I was getting mad, shout outs for the cosign. I have a video on there. And there's a bunch of niggas talking about the cosign. Shout out Smith and Wesson too. Shout out the whole boot camp clique too. Like, oh man, because they were my Wu-Tang as a kid. Know what I mean? Not that Wu-Tang wasn't my Wu-Tang, but it back in the day it was a level playing field because the major artists and the indie artists were the same thing because they were on the same shelves.
All right. So now, years later, you were really critical of KRS for the Africa Bambaataa thing. What was that like for you to see, like, kind of someone that you looked up to do that political kind of thing?
I smashed his record on an interview. Niggas had the shit. They had criminal minor framed and shit. And here's the thing though, they was gaslighting me because they know I'm gonna pop off and they already know how I feel about it. So they kind of hyped it up a little bit, which is fine because it doesn't change how I feel. I just like finally in the last 2 or 3 years have been able to listen to that shit again. Cause that shit was uh nah, bro. Can't do it.
Right.
Can't do it. Why is that? Double X Posse? Not gonna be able to do it.
All right, can you talk about the Reef versus Nems battle? You was there watching it in person, the whole thing.
Yeah.
What was it like? And who do you think won?
Oh, Reef by far.
What year is this?
Reef by far, and that this, in New York.
But you said this is like 04, 05 though, right? Like around that time?
Exactly.
Okay.
No, Reef, no. It's not a debate. Reef bodied him. It's crazy because you know how like
Because the footage doesn't show the whole battle, right?
yeah, look, it's the whole battle, but like you know how niggas like do some freestyle shit, some premeditated shit, whatever. So Reef said a line that he said on some other shit, but like Nems was like in his face because this is like Fight Club days. Know what I mean? So he's like trying to intimidate him. He's up in his face. Nems was beating Reef the fuck up. Then now, whatever. Doesn't matter. Um, but he was like in his face, and Reef says some shit like walking through you like a hologram and shoulder tugged the nigga. I was like, yo, this shit is nuts. It was, yeah, that was a crazy experience, and that's how like you know linked up with J. Rue. Shout out to J. Rue because excuse me, his first 2 albums was everything to me too. You know what I mean?
How many rounds did they go?
Uh, I don't know. You're asking too much. Like,
All right. But okay, can you recall?
We're right there going back and forth, back and forth. I don't know. Like, I think they each rapped once or twice.
Okay, but can you recall if like the crowd or anyone determined at the end that Reef won?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was unanimous.
It was unanimous. Okay, and did Nems look pissed off about
Oh,
it?
it was unanimous to me.
Okay. Did Nems look pissed off by the outcome of that battle?
You know, like you see Nems now, how he doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
Like the same level, but like not as popular. He ain't give a fuck.
Got you. Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
But, no, and he's. I mean, Nems is goated too. Shout out Nems, bro.
Right. All right. 2009, you and Reef put out
God.
King and
King in the
what?
Cauze. No, you know what's funny? Now look. So I got a little thing of CDs. And I got them by the year. And the only CD I don't have is like, well, the early Everything's a Gambles. I don't have a copy myself. And then the King in the Cauze shit, which is a Shadyville joint. I have a copy. That's the only CD I didn't bring down.
Hmm. So you guys got Block McCloud, Terminology, Brother Ali on the joint. and this is the second mixtape hosted by DJ Who Kid, and it's put on thisis50.com. What was it like working on this project?
Oh shit. I mean, me and Reef at that point that did a lot of shit. We have a whole unreleased album. You know what I mean?
I know.
He's like, I know. But you never heard it.
Yeah, I know. Well, I was gonna ask you about it in a little bit.
I mean, look, you give me that hat, I'll let you come over and peep it.
So during that time, it's so crazy for thisis50.com to be hosting it because it was such a big deal back then. 50 was really ahead of his time with the content creation. They had interviews on there and everything. Did you guys ever go up there for an interview?
Hell no. No, we ain't do none of that. We ain't do none of that. Who came through the Allentown though? Know what I mean?
Oh, okay, that's dope.
Posted up, took a couple flicks of the joint. You know what I mean? Say what up. Yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of shit that could have been done back then on our end that wasn't. And it still ended up being like a cool situation. I mean,
Right.
I don't know.
That's when you guys were like at the height of like man, I don't know, like as far as like doing joints together though, right?
I guess. I mean, we got a bunch of shit. I mean, I got a bunch of shit with a bunch of niggas that I fucked with in a certain time period. You know what
Right.
I mean? And then it doesn't work out like that. You know what I mean? So it's not a big deal. Um, I put him on my first album on the joint. We redid the Smith and Wesson shit, which is probably ahead of the chronological order because you're only at 09. And I'm talking about 15 shit. But that was a blessing. Like I got to redo a Smith and Wesson song with Smith and Wesson singing the hook. And I threw him on that, and it was cool. But me and GQ part was better because we intricately went through the shit. Know what I'm saying? Like we mimicked the shit because we're redoing these niggas' songs. It was still it's still cool. It's all good, but bro, man, I think by that time like shit done ran its course. You know what I mean?
Hmm. All right, so in 2010, you appear on Army of the Pharaohs album, The Holy Terror, right? You appear on the songs Godzilla, Spaz Out, and The Ultimatum. What is the dynamic between the group at this time? Are there any internal issues between the other group members or anything like that, or everything is good right now?
That's on them. Like shit was cool as far as I'm concerned. I mean,
Okay.
because it's like an email
And
project. It's an email project, and like I said, like I've done shit in person with them. You know what I mean? We might even did one of those records in person, but already the
see, that's what
Pharaohs
that's why I'm
is
asking you, because we don't know as fans, we don't know like, oh, we thinking like everybody together all the time, like you guys really like, you know, homies like that, or like we don't know the dynamic of the group of how close everyone is.
yeah. Oh, I mean, some of them niggas might be close too. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm the wrong guy to ask that because I ain't come for that. You know what I mean? Oh, I do what I do, and we have our situation. But that's not to say that's the standard situation. You know what I mean? And especially like with Orient Pharaohs, a lot of them dudes know each other way longer and have been in way more situations. So I don't know, maybe I'm not giving you what you want to hear.
No. That makes sense though. But on the song The Ultimatum, you said felony 3 on melody schemes. They selling them dreams. DMX is Nelly to me. Why did you say that? Like, what did you mean by that?
Exactly what I said. Exactly what I said. And DMX is Nelly to me. I mean that's mad obvious, and that's not a slight on DMX at all. Rest in peace to God. I mean, but I'm like that, bro. Look, I'm like that. I'm like that on a lot of levels, man. And motherfuckers can vouch or couch it. You know what I mean? But I think that shit spoke for itself. It's a clever little bar. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers chuckle every time I said it at a spot. And then at the end of the day, like, what is niggas gonna do about it? I mean, there's that whole factor of that when I be saying shit, you know what I mean? And doing shit. And it doesn't have to be, about mainstream rappers. It's just in general.
So you were sending a shot
If
towards.
sending a shot towards X? Fuck no.
Well, because I mean that could be interpreted in a couple of ways. You know, it could be like you feel like
It can be. It can be, and if you feel that way, fine.
uh-huh.
I'm fine with whatever situation you're thinking about. Know what I mean? But like I said before, I'm gonna keep saying, like it's not that deep. And if there's ever a problem, though, like let's address the problem. That's the thing. That's why I've been able to do this shit going on 20 years, bro. There ain't no addressing. What are you gonna address, nigga? What are you gonna address? Especially with some rap shit, bro. It, it's not gonna add up at all. And then what? What? One of these dudes gonna bar me out? Y'all acting like I said something about foul months or something.
Hmm. Well, I mean, I'm saying though that I thought that could have meant something positive though. Like DMX is the level of Nelly as far as popularity, or you know what I'm saying? Like you could interpret it different ways, really.
I like that. You see, you a positive guy. Yeah, it could be that. It could be that if you want it to be. Like that wasn't what I was saying. I wasn't even trying to shit on son. I don't know. Sean Price thought it was funny when I said it. So
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna just rock with that.
All right. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. All right. You're a funny guy, man. I'm just gonna say
I'm
that.
hilarious, man.
Yeah, I know.
What jokes? Listen, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. I've always been a silly motherfucker. And like it's way worse now because like 80% of the time I'm just talking to little kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
The basis of my day is talking to my little daughters and shit. Even my son, I told my son, I was like, I'm doing an interview. Chill out. But like, I wish you'd come down there right now. So you could really see the interaction again. He's like me, but he's not as snug, but he works out.
Got you. So that same year, you put out "Everything's a Gamble" Volume 2 with Joel Ortiz, Immortal Technique, Terminology. Reef, of course, is on there. Block McLeod, Slug, some real heavy hitters. What was it like for you working with Tech? Was that like in person or was that like another email situation?
Um, it was email, but we got personal. You know what I mean? We spoke about it. Actually, the shit that had him do the verse, like we sat on the phone. We actually did a crazy show in Philly where like the power went out. Niggas was just screaming the words and shit. You know what I mean? So we had did that, and then we had linked up, and we told each other a jail verse, a jail story, and then he sent me the verse.
Wow, that's dope, man.
It was cool.
And how'd you link up with Joel Ortiz?
Through Reef. That was through Reef. Actually, that was supposed to be a song with me and Reef, but we had a topic, so he sent his verse, and he didn't do the topic. So when I spoke to his manager, he's like, "Oh no, he'll redo it, whatever." Well, go ahead and use that. So I used it.
Mm-hmm. And the song that you did with Slug on this one, this is the second time you guys worked together, right?
Well, look, I mean the mixtape was the first one. He's on my second
Well, this
album.
right. Okay, yeah. But what was it like working with Slug?
He cool as shit, bro. He cool as shit. He we spoke whatever. You know what's crazy? I hit a Slug on MySpace, bro. I hit him up on MySpace. And he was talking about some like donate to a charity, this, that, and the third, whatever. And then he's seen, I do certain shit and I rock with certain people. And Reef actually had a show in Minnesota and he co-signed me. Shout out Reef, thank you. Reef definitely threw me some alley oops. So, even if we don't do any more music, shout out to him. And
For sure.
you know what I mean? And dude rock with it off that. And then he had like we're talking about a video. So we shot that video when he came out to do like an Easter show in Philly. Know what I mean? And he's straight, most humble millionaire I ever met. Straight hopped in our minivan and shit, chilled. And the best part is that the dude that was opening for him gave Icon a pass. So we're all sitting in the loft. I go to smoke a blunt. I come back in and Icon sitting next to my baby mom. I was like, what's going on? And I mean he got up and shit. And then this man
That's
photos of it.
awkward.
And I mean for him,
But that's dope though. The experience with Slug was positive and everything, and he's mad humble. That's cool, man.
yeah. No, listen, I played Scrabble with Slug a lot of times. I downloaded the Scrabble shit to play with my moms and shit. And then I seen him on there. Me and him started playing that shit. He got me a couple times.
You're talking about what the words with friends type of shit?
Yeah, but nah, like the actual Scrabble app.
Oh, the actual Scrabble one. Got you. Okay,
I'm nice, bro. I'm nice.
for sure.
Plus, I played that shit in jail, bro. Like niggas are docking points. Know what I mean? For misspelling or some bullshit. Like I know the word, like AA is a word. You know what I mean? It's not an abbreviation, it's a word. it's worth like 33 points if you lay it right. Know what I mean? Shit like that.
Right.
So yeah, nah, listen, all this rap shit is cool, bro. Like, no matter how much I don't like or somebody else doesn't like me or whatever, like this rap shit has been cool, bro. And then even like a few instances where it's not cool, like it's still cool to me. Know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And that comes with the culture. That comes, you know what I mean? And then you can
For
sort it
sure.
out. You can sort it out to who the real niggas and rappers. Dealing with like my dealings with motherfuckers. Know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I know. Fuck.
So in 2011, Jedi Mind Tricks releases Violence Begets Violence, and you appear on the song Imperial Tyranny. On the song, you rap, I know what violence begets, timeless regrets, silently sweat, bullets when you ride for respect, rivalry met with the vibe you expect, 4-pounder makes you flounder only live on the net. You said this in 2011, right? And the
That's
whole
fucking
talking shit on
hard.
the internet has it is the see like my whole thing is like when you can do the multi syllables but not lose the message or not like make it sound like you forcing it, you know, like it just flows so like eloquently, right? That's like the ultimate, combo, right? But
Right, right.
the whole talking shit on the internet has only gotten worse since then. In the beginning we were talking
Oh
about
my God. We're talking 15 years ago.
yeah, but remember, like we it started on the message boards talking shit and people was getting beat up and everything, right? But like it started to get worse because of the whole clout, like people wanting clout, being recognized for talking shit, the whole like Takashi 6ix9ine level type of thing and everything. What has it like been for you to watch the evolution of the internet from the early days, to like now and what people are willing to do to get like the clicks and the views and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean that's why I sit in my crib, bro. And I know the laws. Like the same way I beat a gun charge, like I'm gonna be the homicide, man. Come up in there, bro. I leave it open for you. Like I trust. I'm not. Listen, as much as I've done through my life and my career, like I'm definitely on some please leave me alone shit. Know what I mean? And it's up to you how you wanna fucking accept that. And I'm cool with either. Know what I mean?
So what is it like? What you said in that song, "Imperial Tyranny," right? Like it's almost like you were ahead of your time because it's only gotten worse since then. So like, what is it like for you to watch like people snitching on themselves online and everything, and just like to the level of people are willing to go now?
It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's hilarious to me. All, all of it. It's just like it's straight comedy. That's why I love being a fucking troll. I said earlier I love memes and shit. And you were confused about it? Like no. And just because I make a meme doesn't mean I won't knock you the fuck out. Like it, the shit people put pride in is sad. But you can find comedy in it the same way you can find comedy in higher level violence, as far as I'm concerned. Hey, listen, once you locked in, you locked in, bro. It can swing left, right, up, down. It is what it is. That's how I feel about it. I mean, maybe I'm wrong.
Well, for sure, man. All right, so in
Damn.
2012, you released Everything's a Gamble Volume 3, right? And you got self-titled on there, Rusty Jux, Blackistan, The Homie Diabolic, Saigon, Sean Price, Capadonna, Esoteric. Just a Law, Vinnie Paz. The song Watch Out. How did the song Watch Out come about? Because the video is crazy.
Word. That's a good moment. You know what's crazy? That was we had that done for my second mixtape.
Oh, okay.
And then and me and Vinny started beefing about some shit. That's when let me choose the right word. That's when I wanted more from my verses that I gave them. So we had to put a pause on some shit. You know what I mean? So once that happened, oh, don't use my shit to promote the shit I want. And then, a couple years later, we talked about it. He's a funny, silly guy too. Oh yeah, there has to be a video of our handsome mugs. I was like, yeah, you're right, bro. Like, all right, cool. Came down there, and fun fact, that's Just the Law's first fucking music video.
That's crazy. What?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look it up.
Why did he not appear in any?
Here's the thing. Anything I tell you, you can look up.
Why didn't he do any music videos before?
Who you have to call him? That's for your interview with him. You ain't had Just the Law yet?
No, I was supposed to interview him, but some things happened that yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, look. Everything I've said, you can look up.
Right.
Maybe not intricate shit like me being at Wyclef's crib on a home pass. But you can look up why I was on a home pass.
Mm-hmm.
You can look up my gun charge. It's public record. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I ain't got stumped for nobody. I'm not gonna lie to my kids. Sometimes I tell my kids some gangster shit. Then I'm like, damn, maybe I shouldn't say this. Like, nah, maybe I should. Because y'all gotta deal with this reality now. You feel what I'm saying?
So is like what you were talking about during the time that you were having issues already. Is that why you only appeared on one song on the Army of the Pharaohs album in Death Reborn? You only appeared on that one song, Visual Camouflage, in 2014. And then you don't appear at all on Heavy Lies the Crown.
Listen to the bars. Listen to the bars. I straight dissing niggas on their own shit. And I know you do. I know you do this as segments and chop shit. Go ahead, chop it and put my verse there, and think about it.
Well, let's look up your verse right now. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it live, nigga.
Right. So your verse says, where is it at? Okay. Squeeze the pretzel. Reason I met you was either to wet you or breathe in your mental and leave your essentials. The reason I treat them like suckers, they fucking suckers be. It's not a feature list. It's names of people that can't fuck with me.
You listen to people that can't fuck with me.
Ruptured teeth, structured beef, more than epic meal does. Crack your egg with a 40. Watch what Eric Steele does. Kitchen cuisine, position supreme. Sick with the scheme. The victim's your team. I don't need liquor and lean to make them viciously scream. Rather use the muffle. You sell drugs and use drugs and confuse it with hustle. That bar was hard right there. Them steroids big you up while abusing your muscle.
Yeah.
Woo. Break your circle, turn around, and then use it to cut you.
I mean, I don't know how much clearer I can say it than that. And I said that shit fucking 11 years ago.
Well, so one thing
yeah, there's no rebuttal, nigga. There's no rebuttal, bro.
All right. Well,
It is what it is.
Let's go here though first, right? Because in 2009, that's when you guys started really to experience issues, you and Vinny.
Nah, from the first day.
The first day that you guys met?
From the first day. From the first day. Because he was acting a certain way. And how I am, I call niggas out, bro. I hold people accountable. I hold my people accountable. And I call out sucking shit from the door.
Well, what were you noticing at that
And
time?
it just carries on from there. I mean, listen, bro. I seen the nigga sucking his thumb, bro, at a show. And from there, it was yard out. I mean, there's videos of it. I mean, the song I put out, quote unquote, dissing him, it's not a diss record. I never said he was a whack rapper. I never said none of that shit. I said facts that everybody else knows that's in the inn knows, and you can't fucking dispute it. And like that's where it starts and that's where it stops. And that's why I don't give a fuck about that shit. And no, he doesn't either.
Well, in the past, you said that
Because he knows who he is. He knows who he is. And he knows that I don't matter in his ultimate scheme. It's as simple as that, bro. Come on, bro. Look, I don't get no points beating him up. I wouldn't even try to beat him up. There's none of that shit. Bars, that's subjectable. That's up to opinion. So, but I know the subjectable shit is usually dick riding. That's why we got Kobe getting overshined by Braun to get the MJ, and you ain't past Kobe yet. I don't know, man. I don't know how else to say it. And then at the end of the day, I don't really care.
well, let me
Not enough. All right, yeah, maybe you have a better way to say it.
okay, because in the past you said the first year you guys were cool, and then the second year you guys were on some petty shit and bumping heads. Like, what were you exactly bumping heads about? Like, because you've also kind of taken a little accountability for that. Like, you said that, like, you know, you kind of did some things that you probably shouldn't have, or said something like you were petty about it.
Oh yeah, I'm an asshole all the time. Yeah, nah. 100%. 100%. I'm a fucking asshole about shit. But like when we're talking about integrity and man dealers or whatever you want to call it, like come on, nigga. It's not a conversation. This is not a conversation, bro. And anybody that knows either of us is not a conversation. And it like it starts and stops there, bro. It really does. Like that. And that's it. And I get it. I get it. You know, motherfuckers want to highlight this shit. Shit gets clicks. When that first shit happened, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers were pushing that shit. Like, even then, that shit was 5 years old. Niggas stole my hook.
Which hook
Clear
did he
as
steal
day.
though?
I called him out on it. It was as simple as that. And then I tucked it. And then I seen him in person and said, yo, like, is it like this or not? Oh, it's not like that. All right, cool. Let's leave it at that. And then he blocked me from getting on the album. Oh, if you have Mag's verse on there, I'm gonna take my beats and my features away. Come on, man. What do you want? 69 with me, nigga? Like what are we talking about?
Mag, so which song did he steal from?
I don't know you, which you mentioned earlier.
What? Which song did he take of yours?
Yeah, from I don't know. No, he took I don't know you.
Oh, he took I Don't Know You, that song.
Yeah. And it was a video with the scorpion shit. And the hook is like, I don't know you, you don't know me. Nigga, that's my hook. Yeah, look, you about to have a brain freeze, nigga. Yeah. We'll help you out. I forget the name of the song. You know they be having them weird ass titles, Imperial Serpent or some shit like that. They have the dark light. I don't know. Whatever. Right before I dropped my first album, that was his single, 2015.
I don't know, I can't find it.
Oh God.
But
I'm sorry, dude.
but anyways, so you met him in Albuquerque, New Mexico in 2016, and that's when you guys squashed it. You guys got drunk together, and you realized it wasn't that serious, right? From what you understood at that time,
It's on my Instagram. I was making shots together.
right? So did you guys talk from that time after, like after 2016, to when the situation with Dope Nixon happened?
Nope. No, we talked when it was going down. And then he said, Dope Nixon lied. Oh no. Dope Nixon lied. I didn't say I'm gonna take my shit off. Like nigga, but I've been in a group with you and I've watched you do this shit fucking 20 times. Like if I have to pick between him and Dope Nixon, I'm gonna pick Dope Nixon every time.
So you're saying that for those 3 years in between, you guys did not talk at all?
Oh, we might have said hi to each other on Messenger.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying like there was never like a thing. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, but that's what I meant though. Like from as far as what you knew, everything was cool. Like that's why you were surprised by when Dope said that what happened happened, that he had to take off your verses because Vinny said that, you know, he was gonna take his stuff off if he didn't take your stuff off.
I was mad shocked. And that was right. And that was right when I started doing the single father shit. And I'm sitting there trying to figure shit out. And look, here's how it goes for me. Right? So when I do features for motherfuckers, you know, usually I get my cheese, right?
Right.
I get 500 to 1,000 for a feature verse, right? But when it's motherfuckers that have shit coming out, boom, I might do it for free, I might do it for a trade, but I'm gonna get another fucking chunk of money from people tapping in because of the new shit. You understand? Does it make sense?
Right.
I'm on the new dope shit. So now I got 5 more motherfuckers hit me for verses. And now I can't be on the album. And obviously, if I was dope and dude gave me an ultimatum, which is ironic that we have a song called Ultimatum. But like, yo, like take Vinny's shit. Vinny's shit is gonna help you way more than me.
So you weren't even mad about it.
Know what I'm saying?
You weren't mad at Dope about that.
No, I'm still not mad. That's the thing. I'm still not mad. I still don't give a fuck. But like, if we're lining it up and we're saying like who lied, I mean, it is clear cut. And then if not, like that's an alternate universe. That's an alternate universe.
So you already had the
What are
diss
we talking about?
song. You already had the diss song "Be Quiet" in the tuck already when you saw him in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and you told him, "I got one for you. If you know you don't want this to come out." Basically, that's what you told him.
Facts.
Okay.
Yeah. And if he's a real nigga, he'll say this man shit.
And when that situation happened, then you decide to put it out. But what, you just recorded that first part? This is 5 years old.
I added that in the beginning 5 years later.
Right. That's what I mean. Yeah. That's the only part that you changed. That you added that part. Okay.
Yeah. Literally, like I ain't change the ad lib, nothing. Cause I made that shit because he stole my hook.
So what
Does
was
it make
Dope's
sense?
feelings? What was Dope's feelings during this time before he put out his diss track? Was he upset at Vinny, or what? What was going on? Because he eventually takes the diss track down.
Listen, cause he dropped it this joint, but he dropped it this joint after he knew I was dropping one.
But he did it like the next day, right? The day after you did.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But he
And I
eventually
talked to
takes
him
it
on the
down.
phone. Listen. I talked to him on the phone, bro, and he had no clue. It was already coming out. And that's what I told him. And this nigga's mind was blown. And then he dropped it. But he already had his shit. You understand? Why do niggas have shit lined up for you? Unless you a fuckboy. Like, there has to be some kind of connection to the disconnect. I don't know. And like I said before, I still don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck then. I don't give a fuck now.
Well, how did you feel when he
I'm a
took it
better,
down?
I'm a better father, and if we're doing competition shit, and that's it. There's nothing else to say about it. In my book, like, yo, go do your shit, bro. Go do your shit. Leave me the fuck alone. Why are you worried about me? If you're a multi-billionaire off this shit, and I'm struggling, to hit 1.5, why are you worried about me? That's weird to me. And there's a lot of weird shit going on, bro. There's that.
So when the diss track gets released, you were actually in the hospital because you fell and you tore your patella tendon, right? That's when you messed up your leg.
Yeah.
And the diss track, it sounds like you're being a little vague about certain things, or like you're not going full force. So was it more like a bait track? Like you were hoping that he would respond, then you would come with like something more vicious, or like what was like the approach? Like,
Nah, that shit was just what it was. That shit was fact. That shit was a fact check. That shit wasn't a diss track or like a bait. It was none of that. His thing. His the best thing about all of it.
so you felt like you were telling the truth. You felt like what you were doing more was, I'm putting out the truth instead of doing something maliciously.
Yeah, that's all I do. I ain't do nothing malicious in my whole career. That's what you understand. Look, and motherfuckers was mad as shit at me. Like, this and that. Like, yo, literally, here's a picture of this nigga sucking his thumb. Here's a video of this nigga sucking his thumb. You can't talk to me the way you be talking. It's not happening. And then anybody that like shadow banned me or like stop fucking with me because of that, like fuck them. Them niggas acknowledge this shit behind closed doors, and then we're like, yeah, but it's cool because they wanna get the gravy train. Fuck out of here, bro.
Do you think that you took it too far when you said that
It,
the tranny line?
no, I don't know. I ain't take nothing. I ain't take nothing too far yet. Yeah.
So the tranny part was not too far.
It's a fact. It's a fact. That's what niggas was doing. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say who did it, but it's an Orient Pharaoh nigga, and that shit happened in Europe. Know what I'm saying? Verified by Orient Pharaoh niggas. Know what I mean? Like, yo, bro, here's the thing, bro. Like, I don't have to make nothing up. And fuck this situation. Let's set this aside. All right? The way I talk, what I do, I don't have to make nothing up. I've done enough shit. I don't not, I don't ever have to make nothing up for the rest of my life. I could talk like this the rest of my life. I could be the toughest nigga you ever know. I don't have to make nothing up. Why am I making something up for that? These niggas know. Come on, man. Dick sucking lip. This is better chill, man. Think about your mom, nigga. Think about the kids, bro. Think, what are we talking about?
What about the line where you said, "Tell them how I had to extort you to get paid"? What is that situation talking about?
Yeah, what about it? Like literally what I said, word for word. Literally extorted them for a verse. They tried to pay me less. Like, no, pay me this or I'm out and your album come out. The week the album's coming out. Like, what do you mean? And you know what I did? When I got that check? Went to Atlantic City and put it all on black. Because it wasn't about the money. It's never about the money. Not to the real niggas. I don't, like, this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, it might not translate because sucker shit is so prevalent now, but I mean, this shit doesn't add up. Shit does not add up. And the thing is,
Well, what I found,
I mean, I can send you that too.
no, but well, wait. What I found interesting though was when you said on the song "The Ultimatum," you said the ultimatum ain't debated, ain't the same as when you waiting for someone to keep their word or the paper from a payment. Ain't negating nothing. I can
Yeah.
break their front and take it from them. Was that a subliminal shot already?
No, that's how I talk.
Well, I'm just saying because it can apply to the situation that you're referring
That's the
to.
best part. It's like there's no subs. There's no subs.
But you get what I'm saying, though, right? It applies to the situation that you're talking about, though.
It always does. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, dude, no, like, shit. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
I
you
get.
get how much I don't fucking care. Cause that's a bigger factor than anything. How much I don't give a fuck is a big fact because everybody says it. Ever since Eminem said it, everybody says it. But how much do you mean it? It doesn't register the same way, bro. I
Have you spoken to him
feel what you're
since?
saying. I feel what you're saying. And like I said, um, I'm not even taking shots at nigga, bro. Like, I'm fucking chilling, especially now. Like I'm super chilling, and like thank you for like boosting my mixtape up that I could get $1,000 or €1,000 a show before I drop the album. Even when I seen them in Europe, niggas is scared and shook. Like, how are you here? Come on, bro.
Have you spoken to him since that situation? Is there any
Nope,
possibility of any resolving?
nope, nope. Zero. He sent me a death threat. Sent me a death. Hey, boy that I know that I've been around mad times, somebody blow my head off. Like, what do you mean in the gay way, nigga? Like, fuck are you talking about?
And what was your reaction when you got that?
Listen, listen, uh, fuck that shit. Listen, this is my first album. I have a song called Rap Shit. You've been doing your homework, so you probably heard that song. And where I say at the end of the shit, I was doing a 36 bar verse and I fucked it up. And I said, fuck this rap shit, pussy. That's literally where everything stands. Fuck this rap shit, pussy. There is no tough Tony nigga that's gonna change that. Niggas is wild box, and I don't even care. Cause look, I respect their business for themselves, not in general for everybody, but for themselves. I respect that. I respect your skill level, all that shit. But nigga, you're not gonna fucking come and be on some gangster nigga. I'm the most gangster nigga you know, and I'm not a gangster, bro. The most gangster shit I did was be a single dad, bro. Like this is why I don't give a fuck about none of this shit, nigga. Cross the threshold. And that goes for anybody. And then there's a reason that shit goes a certain way. There's a certain reason why niggas get choked out. Certain reason why niggas get popped in their fucking head. They get if it's like that, then come down on me when I take my daughters to the bus stop. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers acting like they good dads cause they pay child support. You a bitch, nigga. Like, I'm not doing that. Not doing that. I don't care about that. I don't care about your man fucking man in the ass. You know what I'm saying? Well, but I'm gonna say something about it. Why wouldn't I say something? All these other niggas scared to say something. I'm never gonna stop saying something. It's all facts. All facts. And these niggas scared of the gravy train. I'm not scared. You know how much money I made off of the Pharaohs? 1% of my career. 1%. But guess what? I still get paid from it. So that 1% becomes 2%. But I'm not vouching for none of y'all fat niggas, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
When you took the situation public, right? How did the other members react? Did they try to intervene and try to squash it between you guys, or what?
I love that. Is it acknowledgement of dick riding? And not just from the camp, just in general. And at the end of the day, I have to take a L on that because he's his level, I'm my level. And I'd be delusional to say that we're on the same level as far as traction.
Well, at least you're honest about it.
Yeah, no, bars, that's different.
Right.
But why would I even get into that? Y'all just surf from that shit to the next thing anyway. Like,
Did the situation between you and Vinny affect your relationship with Reef? Is that what happened?
uh, it might have been the final straw, but we was already not like that.
Because I feel like, you know, in the past, Reef has spoken about Chief Kamachi and AOTP beefing, and he said that it was like watching his big brothers fight and he didn't want to get involved. So I know when the situation with you and Vinny happened, I think he stayed out of it or might have commented like something like, "Oh, I don't want to get involved" or something, but it wasn't like
Nah,
very
he talks
outspoken.
shit too. He a bitch ass nigga on that level too. And I gave him his respect for Southern Philly.
He said something about you publicly?
Yeah, like on a joint like this with me and you. With that on the snow gooder joint. Talking about niggas always mad and shit. Like, come on, bro. Listen, at the end of the day, all these motherfuckers is heading towards the bag. And I can respect it to an extent, but yeah, nah, niggas funny. And then niggas feel a certain way about shit for different reasons on top of that. And it is what it is, bro. It
So
really,
that's why you
like, it
said that
really is,
there's
bro.
no chance.
Huh?
That's why you said that there's no chance that we're ever gonna get that album that you and Reef did. It's never coming out.
That's not even the video. I mean, that's the icing.
Okay.
That's the icing. But nah, that shit was already done before that. You know what I mean? And I showed them shit. Cause look, I didn't know about the publishing shit like that. And as I learned it, of course, he's one of the first people I told. They're like, yo, we should be getting this and this and this on that. This and that. This I don't give a fuck. I own 50% of Spaz Out, bro. That's the biggest on the Pharaohs record I'm on. And no matter what they try to switch up, I get 50% of that shit. Suck it. So suck it to everybody from Jan to Reef, Vinny. But don't suck it like that, because I know y'all niggas be doing that weird shit too. Know what I'm saying? It's that simple, bro. This is why I'm saying, like, let's fast forward to like
All right.
15. Let's talk about the first album because yeah, I don't
Wait,
want
wait,
to.
wait, wait. We can't talk about you and Planetary?
Oh, that's even worse. That's even worse. 'Cause he was hating when I liked them niggas. I don't know. You mad solid,
He was hating how?
nigga. Listen, all right. When we did the first shit that I was on, the virtual battle shit, we had an autograph session at FYE. And that's when I was about to drop Everything's a Gamble. So I brought through fucking 300 copies of that shit. Anybody that said King Magnetic, I signed it and gave him, and it had the Chino XL shit and two other songs, like a free CD. Know what I mean? Niggas was hating on it. Cause niggas still had to go work their job. This nigga put them in the store multiple times and they still had to go work their job. And here comes this fucking rusty ass street nigga that's just making a pop. Nigga hate it. Yeah, every show niggas hate it. Every every turn niggas hate it on the shit, bro. It's the same.
Did you ever try to have a conversation with Planetary about that?
It's too far gone now. Nothing to talk about at that point.
So it seems like from your description, though, it's always been an unhealthy dynamic between the group.
No, no. Between me. I'm not talking about with me.
Well, that's what I mean, between you and the group. I'm sorry.
All right, that's fine. Cause you know what? You know how they brought me in the fold? Cause I was a street nigga. So Ritual Battle, they brought in me, Dope, and D-Moz. You know why? Cause we were certified street niggas that could rap. Now, when we sat up in the situations, and they thought, oh yeah, oh King Mag's the next big pun, this, that, da, da, da. End of the day is because we got busy in the street and y'all niggas need street cred. And obviously that's just gonna fizzle out real fast.
So I have to ask you this though, because Apathy is my man. So you got you. It seemed like you guys didn't really have issues though. You and Apathy though, right?
That's true. Oh, yeah? I fuck with him. We banged Honky Kong on the tour and shit. It's like I said, it's not that deep.
All right. So in 2015, you released Timing is Everything, featuring production from DJ Premier, Ninth Wonder, Marco Polo, and you had Rhapsody, Jadakiss on the album.
Crisis.
Now,
Shout out Crisis.
right? What was the mindset when you were making this album?
It's my first shit. It's my first shit. I want to show my ass, rapping ability wise, and that's pretty much it.
Now, in the music video Tough Guy, you're seen headbutting someone at the beginning of the video. Is that real or like that's like acting for the video?
Ain't no acting, baby. Nah, nigga tried to take me off this earth, bro, and didn't work out for him. That's all. You know what I mean? The crazy shit is, nigga tried to stab me with 2 knives. If you pause the shit with a headbutt, the nigga, you can see the one knife coming out.
Man, roll the clip.
Yeah.
Also, that's the
Nigga-
stabbing incident.
In Boston. See how? And you know why you know that? Because you're thorough with your investigation. Pero mucho. For the most part.
So the song This Is Me, you said, here's what you do. Take some 50 and Nas, the Fugees minus Pros, Big Pun Eminem, Legends give me the nod. That line reminded me of what Eminem said on Patiently Waiting with 50, where he said, you take some Big and some Pac, mix them up in the pot, sprinkle a little bit yellow top. It's like the way that you were paying like homage to them in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that what you were going for?
Yeah. Yeah. But it's not, like I said, It's never that deep. Like, yeah. I might even like wrote that off of that. But it was at the same time. And it just took that long for my shit to come out.
So why no pros?
She's the weak link.
You were ahead of your time. You knew he was
He's always been
you
the
were ahead
weakest
of
link.
your time. You knew he was cooperating.
No. Because he's always the weakest link. Like L Boogie is golden. I mean, Wyclef is golden. But what a prize do besides be there? Like, tell me one time prize made you be like, all right. But never happened.
On Ghetto Superstar.
That was a radio banger. Facts. But where does that part play a part? It doesn't. It never plays a part. John Forte plays more of a part. Way more.
How did you feel about the reaction to the album Timing Is Everything? Do you think that it got the proper respect that it deserved?
For the promotion it did. Yeah. In the grand scheme of hip hop, fuck no. But I got one situation I could think of. Cause niggas always hated on me in my hood. And one night I was sitting on my porch at like 3 in the morning. Some nigga drove by playing me and Jadakiss shit, banging it. I was like, yeah. This is what's up. This is what's up. This is what's up. That's
So also, yeah. So also on Timing Is Everything, you got the DJ Premier produced song Status, right? Did you guys do that song in person, or did he send you the beat?
Oh no. Listen, that whole album was in person. Beside the Jadakiss feature came from Knife Wonder hitting him up while we was in a session, and then he sent that verse. I redid the Smith and Wesson shit in person, obviously. Everything else I did in person. Primo cooked that shit in person. Yeah.
So your experience with Primo was positive. It was a good experience.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. No, I just want to make sure because
you heard something different from somebody else that cried and kicked their feet. Yeah. Yeah.
well, I just
We
want to
ain't
be
gonna say
fair to I want to be fair to highlight, people's experiences. So it's like you can't just say, "Oh, you just shitting on a person." You know what I'm saying? Because like I know Preem got a lot of backlash from the Nas album that came out recently, and it just so happened that around the same time, me and Bollock had recorded our interview, and he had shared his experience was less than ideal. So then people felt like, oh, everyone just shitting on Preem now, when that's not necessarily the case. Everybody has their own individual experience.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I had a super great experience. I got to smoke a blunt in D&E studio where Nas laid down fucking New York State of Mind. I understand it doesn't work like that for everybody. Shout out to LG because I linked up with him through LG. You know what I mean? And that's how it went like that. You know what I mean?
All right. So in 2017, you released Everything Happens for a Reason, featuring Master Ace, Slug from Atmosphere, R.A. the Rugged Man, DJ Eclipse, Capadonna. You got production from Ninth Wonder again. Now, the song I really want to highlight on that is that joint, No More Parties in Santa Fe. That shit is smooth. That record sonically and the chorus, like I felt like even though it sounds more like a commercial record, at the same time though, it's like because people know you for the AOTP shit, it's like you dropped a lot of gems on that record though at the same time. If people really listen to what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know? So like
that was a good time, just like every time I said a thing.
Right.
It
But
was,
the funny thing is that you say that though.
Listen, bro, listen, you gotta understand this. You gotta understand this. Look, as happy go lucky De La Soul as I am, it goes down, bro. And we get tapped back into my 95 energy. You know what I'm saying? It's always going down like that. It's always going down like that. Like forever. Forever. It's never gonna stop. Never gonna stop. Like, but we can have a cool situation. We can have a cool time. I love cool shit more than I like conflict. But like,
Mm-hmm.
it can always be whatever, nigga. Like, that's I personally wanted to stop. But it can't, it can't. It just can't. It just really can't. And I don't know, like leave me the fuck alone. Like leave me the fuck alone and maybe it won't go this bad. Or keep put, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers be wild with it, yo. I just beat a children youth case. They just try to lie about some shit. My fucking third one. They just be mad about some shit and try to throw a children youth case. What you trying to take it? Trying to take my parents from me? Nigga, I'm good on this. Like fuck rap. Fuck rap. I am good on this dad shit. I am good, nigga. I tap dance on this shit. Know what I'm saying?
Right.
You could Google that too.
So on the song you say drop a lot of gems, but you barely hear the music. Congratulations, cover the savage hating, screaming facts, but that shit be exaggeration. And when you said
Yo, bro, I didn't even remember I said that, and that's fucking bars.
right, that's what I'm saying though. But like that on that type of song, even though it sounds more like a commercial type of song and everything, you still dropping gems on it though, right? Because then you go on to say 500 for J's, that's a damn flight. Stop trying to live another man's life. Like that's crazy.
Hey yo, shout out to you. You're the super homework guy. Nah, for real, nigga. Nah, shout out. Yeah, shout out.
I try, bro. I
Yo,
try, you know.
let me questionnaire you. How you feel about J Rock? You fuck with J Rock?
I love J Rock, man. J Rock is an amazing artist. TDE in general, they choose great artists to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like
Right.
one of my favorite verses is J Rock's on Money Trees. You know what I'm saying? The first Money Trees.
No, that's the verse. That's the song, the verse.
That verse though, because like you can envision what he's saying, like the way he's painting it. You know what I'm saying? He's painting the whole hood and everything.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, and the flow is so intricate at the same time. So it's just like he bodied that shit, bro. Like he made it. It was so popular that he had to make a part 2. You know, and that wasn't even his song. That was Kendrick's song. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's what's so crazy.
No, but yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I realized 15 years in hip hop, that's top 5 front to back record to me. Know what I
What?
mean? Kendrick that got Money Street on it. Good Kid, Mad
Oh, Good
City.
Kid, Mad City. Yeah, that album was amazing. I know that they I don't know, like he got robbed for that situation because of the whole Macklemore thing. But, like that shit deserved a fucking Grammy when at the time, and then they tried to make it up to him later.
Oh yeah, yo, but who cares?
Right,
Like we already know the situation of that too. That's what I'm saying.
right. But let me ask you this
I
though, okay?
no, fuck all this other shit, bro. I will make sure we linked up right because I could take you on a ride every day of the week, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's harder for me to pop up out there, solo, because I got a lot of shit on my head. But yeah, I mean that. I think scrolling back to the whole thing we're talking about, that's hip hop, bro.
For sure, man.
Good Kid, Mad City, that's hip hop, and a lot of old heads don't want to accept it. A lot of young fucks don't want to accept it. Like that's hip hop. That's like Gangstar Massacre. That's hip hop, nigga. No argument. I'll fight about this shit, nigga.
Right. So I wanted to say to you though, your rap style is so diverse. Like I feel like you can do so many different styles, from the boom bap underground shit to like the trap shit even, but you still keep it lyrical, even though the flow and the cadence and everything might be of the newer style, but you still keep it lyrical. Like what is your favorite style, and have fans told you they prefer one over the other?
Well, fuck the fans because that's what's up. Me personally, I just like music, bro. I just like music. Know what I'm saying? And it might sound repetitive, but I don't know. Like my daughter's like, oh, how you doing? They were mad hype. And they're like, they started singing Tupac the MC Breeze shit. Gotta get one, you gotta get yours, gotta get one. You know what I mean?
Oh, MC Breed shit, right?
Yeah. Get
Yeah,
yours. Keep my
right.
money. Money on my mind.
Hand on the trigger.
See what I'm saying? See, this is why I fuck with you, bro. Hey, we gotta get a K-pop together, bro.
For sure, man. But you just like, I feel like you're
Yeah,
more
that's
of
what I'm
like a
saying.
mood
Like,
kind of dude, like like whatever mood you in, to
regardless
make,
of the
you can
shit,
make
bro.
whatever style
Regardless.
music. It don't matter. It's
Yeah.
like as long as like that's what you feeling
And
at the time.
also do rap right now. Like, for even fuck the rap shit. Like, look, I'm trying to set up a situation so I get my daughters their passports. Cause I'm in a situation where I've had them for the last 5 years, but on paper, it's 50-50 custody. So they still give me problems. They give me problems taking them to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need you to understand how good I am at rapping, how much I don't give a fuck about rapping at all. I like really need you to understand that. Because that changed it to a whole different interview. It really does. Right? Or no?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like nothing matters more than your family. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's the real gift in life, really, is being able to take care of them and be there for them and give them the things that you didn't
Nah, bro,
have, or
fuck them
you know what I'm
niggas,
saying,
bro.
make sure that they set up for life.
Them niggas ain't got no songs with Cool G Rap. You know what I'm saying?
So in 2018, you put out the album Back in the Trap, and you got Benny the Butcher on there, Cassidy. Like, how did the song We Want It All with Benny happen? We want it all.
This one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know you could make it look better. But
Right.
yeah, nah. I was doing shit with Rick Ali. Recognize Ali, shout out to him. Man from Ghana. Know what I mean? And we linked up. Yo, Son hooked it up. I ain't sitting on numbers because Son gave me some crazy numbers. Like in the good way. In the good way. And made this shit happen. And that's before niggas was like that. And the crazy shit is, my whole hood is like, yeah, whatever. Like, it's cool. I was like, no, he's like, this nigga smoke my verse, bro. This is me, nigga. This nigga smoke my verse, bro. Like, come on. Like, and then he went on to do fucking crazy shit. I don't know.
I mean, you had him even come out and do the music video, which was dope.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that shit was fire. That shit was fire. And that's no joke. Shout out mine GQ. Because GQ had the best verse. But fuck. But then he still smoke. Entertainment. Now niggas that tell y'all. Man, this, yo. That shit was, I was so happy. Like that's my thing too. I know I'm a top tier listener when it comes to it, but like I don't mind getting smoked. Hey, we were just making a better song. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's thinking of it, from a perspective of like a producer more so, like whatever is better for the song. Because you're not always gonna have the best verse. You can try, but sometimes
I will producer and all this shit. I'm a producer and all this shit. Look, I'm wearing the back of the trap shirt.
right. But what I'm saying though is sometimes when people focus so much on just like being selfish and about the verse, the song itself suffers though. I mean, you've had experience dealing with certain artists and stuff like that where that's probably the case.
Never with me. Cause this ain't either I smoke too or made the songs. Like, here's my thing. If we do a song right now, right? There's me, you, and Polly Potter. You know what I mean? And we do a song right now. I don't care who has the best verse. Care how the song sounds.
You also did a song with Conway the Machine.
You heard that, right?
Yeah, Bulletproof Backpacks, even though it wasn't on this project, but how did that song come about?
That's another joke. Paid verse and mess it up. I mean, the shit. That's how the first guys do joint happen. Mess it up, nigga. But every day, like niggas be having problems. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that particular joke, but you can listen to it and make your own decision.
Do you know exactly what happened with Lord Lust and the Heavy Metal Kings?
Oh God.
Because you said on Be Quiet he got jumped. And then there were reports that Ill Bill, Vinny, and King Size, they jumped him.
Yeah, there's like turn the lights off. Yeah, that was the sucker shit. And the show have an ill girl. Yeah, I know ill girl ain't no sucker, but that situation was some sucker shit. For sure. Like turn the lights out and beat up some little kid, like cool. See, but if I start raping rappers, then all of a sudden, I'm a bad guy. It's crazy.
So the report said that
that
basically he was there at the concert to support them. He was a fan or something like that, right? And they turned out the lights and allegedly jumped him. Ill Bill, Vinny, King Size jumped him in Toronto in 2011. They were allegedly
the guy that fucks guys. Allegedly.
So
does it connect though?
Allegedly what happened was that Lord Lust was supposedly featured on the Outer Space track that was axed, and he put out the song anyways, and AOTP wasn't happy about that, and that's where all the problems started.
I mean, I'll be honest, I couldn't tell you about no shit, nigga.
Well, I'm not asking you about that. I'm just asking you about like
that's where it started and stopped.
The fight part. Like what you know about that.
No, it's just the whole shit. Like, all the niggas is niggas be fucking backstage. Niggas is in real life. Like, what we talking about?
So on Facebook, I guess that Lord Lust had put some pussy shit is 5 dudes jumping me. And he said that I'll see you around 5 versus 1. Basically, it's on like 5 of you guys, and I didn't even get a nosebleed.
I mean, he's the ultimate. Yeah, I remember that whole shit. Here's the thing. Them niggas is soft, but they're not that soft. Like, they'd fuck him up. Like, Vinny would definitely that nigga just on GP. But,
well, he's doing country rap now. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He does country rap now?
No. I mean, I knew he was racist. I knew he was racist before he got jumped by white boys. But like,
well, why do you say that?
What do you mean? Well, I said because the street side. Oh, it's Lord Love?
What did he say?
Lord Love is a super star.
No, what did he say that was racist?
Lord Love? He did. I can't give you a quote. He definitely said some bullshit.
Okay.
Over the last fucking look, it's mad long ago too. So like over the last 15 years, he definitely said some dumb shit. And it files back into I don't fucking care. I'm sorry, I just don't. I don't.
Let's address this just a loss situation finally. Okay. You said that you weren't cool with him from back in 2012 when you helped book a tour for him and he flaked. He called it a couch tour. But you kept it cool with him. You had had put on Facebook someone let Just Allah know he can make songs instead of cry and lie. You had wrote that. When things really started to become an issue was when he was having issues with Slain and you were doing shows with Slain and refused to stop. So he called you like a racist or a coon, and he called Slain a racist, and you asked him for the proof, and he didn't give it to you. Shout out to Misanthropic, right? One, you guys were all on his live and everything like that, and you said to Just, you want me to hire a babysitter and come beat you up? Like, what? You guys were wild on that one, but then it seemed like you guys made peace towards the end. But then, like, I don't know, like, it didn't really. You're really confusing, Mag, because at the same time, it's like you dissing him, but then you're like, but I want to buy your album. What's your Cash App? I'll send you the money and everything like that. It's just like, where did all of this come from?
I sent him money and never asked for it back. No, I mean, he's a retard, bro. He's a retard, bro. And then look, you can look at me and Vinny's situation, but like, nigga, you were in the group. You weren't like an affiliate. Like, you were in the group. Like, how did you tackle that shit or fucking get busy? Here's the thing. So like when we started breaking out bank statements and shit, and not saying that I'm up, but like, let's do tax returns on rappers, and the whole fucking conversation changed. All these niggas is weird, bro. Fuck all that shit. Oh, mad fucking weird. Doesn't make sense.
Let me ask you this though, okay? Because how is it that Just was in Jedi Mind Tricks? Vinny is considered to be the one that really put him on, but then he turns around and he calls Vinny a racist, though, and he calls a bunch of other rappers that he's worked with racist, though. Like, what are your thoughts on that part of it?
Stupid. Vinny definitely is a like, even the tiff that we had, like, he's not a racist. What the fuck? What? If anything, he's a glizzy gladiator, bro. Like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? Just don't make no sense, nigga. No, but dude is off his rocker, bro. And sometimes you're not the right person to beat somebody up. I think that's what Just Love falls.
Do you think that he legitimately has mental health issues?
Who, Just?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I like to help. I like to help him. I like to help him. Yeah, he's a ill rapper. Oh yeah, but he's definitely out of pocket. Like fuck the Vinny shit. I don't care about that. But he's just like out of his mind, bro. He's just out of his mind.
What was he talking about, though, when he said that Vinny and his brother punked you?
Punked me?
Yeah. Because you guys said that during the live.
Yeah, I need some verification on that. Punked me? Like, I need some verification.
Well, what do you think about
I need something to make sense. Like, I get it. Nigga.
what do you think about him calling like Slain a racist and everything? Because that's what seems like to have caused the issues between you and him.
I remember that day clearly. It was fucking insane. Cause look, back in the trap, I'm wearing a shirt right now, and my release party for that shit, Slade came through. So it was that. And even me and Sling had our things over the years. And it's like, why are you saying this? Like, why are you saying that? He's like, oh, they called me nigga. I was like, oh, what? Show me the proof. I'll fucking tell all this shit down. But it never happened. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think Just is referring to that video of Slane battle rapping, you know, and well, not really battle rapping, but he's rapping against this kid, and the kid like keeps interrupting him, and Slane is visibly like drunk, and he ends up hitting the kid when the kid starts like really trying to like talk about his girl and everything like that. People say that Slane says the N word in the video, but I really don't hear it. I hear really more the kid or the guy that got slapped saying that the cops is right there. I don't really hear Slane saying the N word. So, but I think that Just was upset about that situation. And he was saying that, like, you know, Slane hit a black man and you're not standing up for that type of thing.
Just be kicking his legs like a bitch. It's cool. Like, all right, so what? So what, man? Yo, motherfucker says something you don't like, then fucking handle it, bro. And like, it's that simple to me. If motherfucker says something you don't like, then fucking handle it. Never happened.
Well, do you remember the Twitter exchange that him and Just had? Where Slane said the only time I get to say the N word is when I fuck Just Allah's mother's mouth.
Oh, no, but that's a fire exchange.
And so then that's what caused like a lot of the problems, and then like I guess at the next day Slane had said that, you know, he was drinking and he was drunk, and he said it, and honestly it wasn't.
Well, man, fuck him too.
What?
Fuck everybody. Fuck him too. Fuck everybody. Like when does it get to, when does it get to the base? When does it get to like niggas getting busy? When did it get somebody getting punched in the fucking mouth? That's what I'm here for.
You think that it calls for that? You think it should go to that?
Yeah, I think everything should go to that.
So you don't think that having, I guess, progressive conversations or anything can be helpful to not lead to violence?
It could.
Or maybe if it has to go
It
to
could.
fighting,
But what? It could. But watch your mouth, man.
well, what about a celebrity boxing or something?
And that goes on both sides. Man. Neither of them are some get busy niggas, bro. This is what I'm saying. Like, I don't give a fuck about this rap shit, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck about these rap niggas, bro.
What about celebrity boxing?
I don't care about what no rap niggas saying. It's Schoolboy Q. It's Schoolboy Q. Throw that shit on. I mean, besides that, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I don't give a fuck about the shit that these niggas think I should give a fuck about. I don't. Uh, call my OG. Call LG. Tell LG to tell me to calm down. Tell Gucci Rap to tell me to calm down. Hey, I fuck about this shit, nigga.
Did you ever did you
I'm nice. I'm not gonna get
did you ever talk to Just Allah after that live stream?
no. I want my $20 back.
Did you ever get the album? Did he send you the album?
No.
Then what the hell?
Well, I said I want my $20 back. That's what I'm saying. Yo, I sent you a dub to make it happen. Let me get my dub back, nigga. Yeah, I guarantee you don't know nobody that beat me in a fight, nigga. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, nigga. When I say I don't give a fuck, it's a different situation. Oh,
In 2020, you and Tone Spliff released the album Nobody's Safe. How did the collaboration come about? Kool Keith was on the album too.
my man. I've been fucking with Tone Spliff since I started. You know what I mean? So we did a joint here, we did a joint there. We finally, made a joint. I ain't gonna front. Out of all my work, that's like top 3.
Really?
Top 3 out of, yeah, how far?
Why is that?
Anything that's not my album. Yo, and then we got more too. No, cause it's straight punch in the mouth rap, bro. It's like this is premium guru, bro. Know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to my man. Shout out to Coach Slug. Yeah, no, that shit's hard body, nigga. Like, I don't know. If you fuck with hip hop, you'd be hard pressed to say that me and Tone Spliff together is not that that transaction.
Right.
It's that transaction, nigga. You know what I'm saying? All day. Every time. Listen to the song. The transaction. Just pure hip hop. Just straight raw drums, punch in the face rap, nigga. That's me and Tone Split. Like, that's why he did the intro to my last album.
Right. Yeah. So how did you guys get Kool Keith?
He had that. He had that lined up. He had Kool Keith lined up. So I was like, all right, go ahead. Like, why would I stop? Why would I stop that? And then we did a song with me, him, and my man I used to tag team bitches with. Like, that's the thing. Listen, the authenticity can't be matched, bro. It can't. And that's why I don't respect these niggas. You can't fake the shit that I do, nigga. Ever. You can't ever fake it. And now I want some other shit. Now I want some single mom shit, nigga.
So do you and Tone Spliff intend to do another project together?
It's halfway done.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay. What is that relationship like between you two?
That's the guy that puts my face on the memes. That's my guy.
Okay. So you guys got like a real friendship then. It's not just like a working kind of relationship.
Oh no, that's day one, A1.
Got you.
Yo, after we done with this, hang up, I'll play you some shit. This is crazy, bro. No, listen, if you respect me as a rapper, this is crazy, bro. It's fucking, like, why didn't it come out yet? Because we're waiting for the next, yeah. So, guys, this is the interview with King Magnetic. He just, like, knocked out 3 people. Yeah, like, that's what we're doing.
So in 2021, you put out the album Everything's a Gamble 4, featuring self-titled Rusty Jux. You have an unreleased Sean Price verse because, you know, he passed away 6 years.
It's released. And it's on my first mixtape.
Oh, okay.
Remix is the first mixtape.
So it's a remix of the song.
Oh no, fucking disrespect, nigga. So what I'm saying? That's my guy, nigga. Yo, you think you think I named my daughter after him if it wasn't like this?
No, for sure.
Nigga, we still crying every day over here with Kobe. That's it. We don't fuck with nobody else. Storm Price, and Kobe in my crib. After
Mm.
that, we don't give a fuck about nobody. Or my mother. You know what I'm saying?
So what was the mindset when you were working on this project?
You know what's crazy? That shit is all old verses from my old mixtape. Remixed. That's it. I did not spit a new verse. I did not spit a new bar. I did not spit a new intro. That's my '07 shit in 21.
What made you want to do that?
I was bored.
But you didn't want to do an entirely new project?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, new process they got. Oh, this is what we gotta talk about too. And I know you be clipping it, so like whatever. So listen, in 2023, my studio got raided. They took all our shit. They took all our equipment, took my music. That's why my last album got delayed. Know what I'm saying?
You talking about SGS Studios?
Yeah. Look at it. It's the homicide, nigga.
Yeah, it got shut down, right?
Yeah.
So what happened there?
So some young boys that used to come through there, caught a body, and then came in the studio, and then the fucking feds ran in there and shut the whole shit down.
That's crazy. And then when
Took
did
my
you
whole
get
shit. And understand this. Listen, I ain't saying I'm no tough guy, but nigga, I've been dealing with gangster shit for a long time. You know what I mean? And they took everything. And then they hit me up on some like, yo, what's up? Yo, you know about this? You know about I was like, nigga, I'm a rapper. This is my job. I don't know about none of that shit. And it still took me 4 fucking months to get the fucking hard drive. They still have my shit. They still have my hard drive. But they let me copy the files after me harassing them. And that's how I dropped my album a year ago.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. The shit with Cauze rap and all that shit, yeah. I did the shit with Cauze rap fucking 5 years ago, bro.
Wow.
I have pictures with him at the crib with my daughter. Like,
So what
that's
ended
why
up
I really
happening?
listen. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say what ended up happening with that case though? It's still open?
They slick. They slick with it.
What do you mean?
They slick with it. Niggas slick with it, bro.
No, I'm not trying to be slick. I thought I wanted to know if they
No,
closed it or
I'm
not.
not saying you. No, I said they slick with it.
Oh, they slick. Oh, okay, I thought because you know.
Nah, yo, you bad. Yo, listen, you valid. Like, I ain't gonna burn. I take your hat, but like, you good. You good with me. You good with me. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Nigga, I get the hat, take it tonight, nigga, but you good with me. I mean, You're never gonna get this again, nigga.
Okay, can we finally clear up the rumors about you allegedly slapping Action Bronson?
Yeah, I didn't. That you know that's crazy. That was that. That's crazy you brought that up because I didn't think I never did. Mad respect to him. And that was at Sean Price's funeral. You know what happened? He got in some shit with Papa Wu.
Because of his comments
And
about.
yep. Yeah, and his comments. And they tricked him to come to the back and shit. Because when I was at Sean P funeral, I was sitting there chilling with like LP and Wu niggas and shit. I was just like soaking in. I had to walk out the funeral because I was crying like a bitch. Right? Some nigga Skyzoo crying like a bitch. Yeah, pardon me, dog. I mean, hugging rock nest and shit and just feeling bad about life. You know what I mean? But that shit happened and everything switched up. And then they was going to their shit. And I'm like, yeah, man, it's got nothing to do with me. And niggas had to do everything with me. His thing. I think there's only like 3 rappers that can beat him in the fight. It's like L Cool J, you know what I'm saying? Melly Mel. Like, and I don't necessarily think they can beat me. I just think they have a chance. Like, a lot of niggas don't have a chance. But somehow I got tied up in the action, and then they seen the picture and they post the picture. He said, "Yo, I turned around and shot because this nigga was standing there." Okay.
Yeah, because in the video, you're just standing there pretty much watching the situation happen. And I guess when it got posted to the internet,
Well,
Reef had commented that this is the face that Mag makes.
it was Reef's fault. It was Reef's fault. Reef was like, that's the face he makes when he smacks niggas. And they went viral off that. Yeah, fuck Reef for that. Facts.
So did you and Action ever have a conversation about that situation, or did you publicly come out and like denounce it, or what happened during that time?
Neither. Neither.
You didn't feel the need to address it during that time?
I'm feeling it adjusted right now. I got a knee brace and I can fight, nigga. And I got a blick. Like what we talking about?
All right.
Like I think we should all be happy that Action Bronson didn't get smacked by Ghostface, bro. Cause that's more recent.
Well, Papa Wu was on Vlad TV and he said that all he was trying to do was trying to like chastise Action as far as like communicate to him like this is not the way, you know, but people took it as like he was like confronting him and really like trying to do something to him.
Bro. Listen. You did your homework a lot. I respect that. For us, for our combo, you knew a lot, right? So look at all the pictures with me and Papa Wu and figure that out. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Listen. Leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone, bro.
So in 2024, you released the album Third Time's a Charm, featuring production by Ninth Wonder. Do you feel like this album was more introspective than previous projects? Because you got songs like Trust Issues, Slow Motion, Money Call, and it seems like you're reflecting a lot on the project.
I mean, if you really fuck with me, it's always been like that, bro. Know what I mean? It's real simple shit. It's always been real life shit, nigga. Always. Until the full crash out.
I want to talk to you about the song Every Single Day. What inspired that song?
My baby mom putting a hit on me. That's definitely top 5 reasons for that song. She cried when she heard it.
She was trying to kill you? Allegedly?
I don't know if I should say this.
Yeah, probably
on,
not.
On
Don't say it. Never mind.
Oh, no. Fuck it, it's too late now. Fuck that bitch. It's been 5 years since you talked to her kids. Yeah.
Okay.
Bitch try to get me hit, nigga. Look at me. Thriving. Shining, nigga.
So why? Well, I don't want to go into detail about that. That's gonna be too much. Never mind.
Go ahead. Talk about it. Talk about it. What?
Well, why did she try to do that?
I mean, that part, why is on her.
Mm-hmm.
Why is on her, 100%. But why? I mean, the kids is doing good. That's all. You know what I mean? That's all. It's on my big tip. You know what I mean?
It's been 5 years since she's spoken to your 3 daughters.
Yeah, big facts. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. And it's they always say, they always give men more shit, right? As the ones that leave the children and stuff like that. Because
Where?
women tend to be more emotionally connected because they carry the seed, right? So that's a real big deal for someone to not, as a mom, to not speak to their kids for that long. That's kind of crazy.
I mean, maybe it's different now though. It's a different era. And I mean, I am front. I wish that I put them to sleep so we could do the interview. I wish they was there to tell you what's up, bro. 'Cause they don't give a fuck leaving, nigga.
So
Hey,
I think what's crazy on the song is just how honest you are, right? Because you said, got my own friends on some rival shit, so I have my reservations on some tribal shit. Try to get my title lit, Spotify spot of it. Been through the Bible Belt, fuck all that Bible shit. Have you been a religious person in your life, or
fuck no.
never? What's the reason?
I went to Lutheran church to get my confirmation to get that bread for that confirmation thing. That like, I don't fuck with that shit. Niggas is hustlers, bro. Listen, and I told you this earlier. I don't know if we said this on or off camera. When I was young, hustling baseball cards, mowing grass. Nigga, I'm a hustler, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I made this shit. Yeah. And that's what it is, nigga.
So then So then you also say on trust issues was crazy because you was talking a lot about your baby mama drama, saying she now with the dude she told you not to worry about. But then like you also take things further when you say I might let her suck me off. I can't trust myself. So like the honesty is like ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like you even hold yourself accountable.
Facts. And the L shit is that's 2 different bitches. And it's 100% salute, but it's 2 different bitches that I'm talking about. And shout out to the one that still, my 15-year-old mom hold down the little one. I mean, it's different, bro. It's different, bro. It ain't even about dick game no more. It's just, it is what it is, man.
But that line that you had, you said the 50 might air you out, have you moving like young buck. That shit was hard though.
I appreciate that. That's
Yeah, that was
bar.
dope,
That's
man.
bar. That's bar work. That's bar work.
Yeah, for sure.
Look, and off camera, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you some new shit, nigga. It's yo. Hey, wrong with the shit about the studio. Studio got raided and shit. That was fucking 2, 3 years ago. Know what I mean? Well,
Hmm.
3 years ago now. Um, nigga, I have like 600 songs. I have 600 songs, and a big chunk of them are from that. Even the album I drop next year, solo, it's gonna have a chunk of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? It never stops. Well, yeah, listen, once you annoy it, once you a real nigga and good at what you doing, that's forever. That's just forever, bro.
So let's talk about the song Drunk Right Now, which seems pretty relevant. That was on your album, Everything Happens for a Reason, in 2017.
But
How did you come up with that song? And you feel like it's like one of your best, right?
yeah, no doubt. Yeah, that I mean that shit happened on tour at a show. And the first half of that shit, I mean, actually the whole song is based off a situation in El Paso, Texas. Remember?
Can you talk about it?
Yeah, I mean we hear about it. I mean, I don't know off
Well,
thing.
share the story, man.
Nah, like so we was doing the tour. Who's out there? I told you about my man Q, that I sell his with and shit.
Right.
He was out there and he invited niggas to battle on stage. And we battled like a few niggas on stage. And but like, niggas kept coming. Niggas kept wanting to come and shit. I threw up off the side of the stage. Well, I said that too. I ended up tapping one of them bitches. I mean, and then my man was like trying to fight niggas out there and shit. I was like, yo, bro, like, they're giving us a pass. He's like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Dude. Like, he sounded just like me, bro. I'm just like, yo, yeah, we gotta cool this out. Listen, and I'm not a coolio ass nigga, but like I know my situations, bro. And I'm like, yeah, this is not a win, bro. This is not a win. You know what I mean?
So, when people watch this interview, they're going to be like critical that you seem very intoxicated during the whole time, and you were saying certain things, you know, and they're probably going to be critical of me too, like why would you interview this guy while he's drinking and he's saying stuff? Like, what do you have to say to the people? Do you feel like you're very drunk right now when you're saying this stuff, or do you feel like you're cognizant of what you're saying?
I'm very mid. And it's fucking life, man. Know what I mean? Strap up. What are we talking about? Eh, 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 eh. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I've always got a lot of backlash for being a real nigga. This is the point that niggas don't give a fuck. Let's talk about it. We go do it. And that's it. Take a breath, raise your kid, shut the fuck up. It's real simple. All this shit is real simple, bro. And besides that, I don't know what to tell you.
So you don't care what anyone has to say in the comments about the stuff that you said in this interview or anything like that?
Listening on the subject. Yeah, nah. Too much. Not too much. Like,
All right.
yeah. Doesn't make sense to do that. I feel what you're saying, but it doesn't make more sense to me. Like, if you a hip hop motherfucker and you don't like real shit, then why would you be tapped in? Right?
I guess because some people feel like, we spoke about some pretty controversial things in this interview, and you know yourself better than anybody. So you know that what you're saying is probably what you would say, whether you're drunk or whether you're sober or not. Like, you would say the same exact thing, right? But to the outside perspective, people will probably perceive it as like, oh, like he said that more likely because he is intoxicated.
All right, that's cool. How many albums did you buy? How many times did you quote Rakim going through this process? How many bottles did you scratch? How many times did you stage dive? Like, nigga, like, I get it. And at this point, from fucking 2 or 3 hours ago to now, yeah, I'm way more than that. But it's still the same thing. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And I didn't have to fucking fake anything or switch anything up, nigga. And you can't you can't do that with these rap niggas, bro. You can't do that. It's simple as that. You know what I mean? Maybe you can, maybe you can, maybe you can. Maybe a linebacker or something. Like even the tough guys don't know fucking 10 niggas that can beat me up. I mean, we gotta touch on some real topics and shit. Oh, this nigga rap real tough, but like, when was the last time he fucking took his kid to the creek, nigga? Talk about that. Whole conversation pause. These faggots don't care about that. So why would I care about what they think about me? I'm wearing a motherfucking 2017 shirt, nigga. Nothing changed.
All right. Last question, Mag. I want to talk to you about fatherhood because it's a recurring theme I see with you when I listen to your music, watch your interviews. You did a song called Any Day with Apathy back in 2009 on his album Wanna Snuggle. And on the song, you rapped, over lecture, they all in your ears, but no child gets supported when it's all in the rears. That's fatherhood for some. No wonder we crazy. Mothers experience fatherhood as a lady. Maybe the baby will grow to break the penal code unless his wife hold half his weight like his femur bone.
That's fucking bars, nigga.
Yeah, it is. But you're clearly expressing the importance of fatherhood and single moms and what they go through. And obviously in your situation, you're a single dad. you know, you experience having to take care of your kids, the majority of your kids by yourself. So I want to ask you, what does fatherhood mean to you, and how has it changed your life?
Hasn't changed shit, nigga. I've been solid through everything I've done. It's that simple. And as far as this little girl, like, yeah, I'm right out. I'll be on some extra shit. But back to the first thing, man. It's not that deep, nigga. Because once you stop fucking handling that main thing, like, everything's awry. It's whatever. And we're in the whatever era. You don't fucking hold it down, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. What time was it? 2:41? I gotta wake up in 3 hours to take him to a bus stop. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but makes sense to me.
Right.
And that that's all we do. You know what I
For
mean?
sure, man. That's real shit, bro. All right, Mag. Man, I just want to thank you so
It
much.
is, man. Yo, one last thing, one last thing. Listen, if you're going through some baby mama drama, and it's like, oh, she won't let me see the kids. Nigga, take her to court. Take her to court and get the fucking kids. I kidnapped my kids, nigga. If we want to get nitty gritty, I kidnapped my kids and got them. And they're still here, nigga. Know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all that tough shit, nigga.
Legally.
Eventually, it's legally, yeah. It's legal. It's legal. And I'm still fighting to get their passports for a bitch that hasn't been here in 5 years. I mean, like, fuck all that shit. Fuck all this rap shit. I think I made a song about that. I says, fuck all this rap shit, pussy nigga. Like, who cares? Fuck it. But if you're gonna be a due diligence, be on it, and you size your kids up and handle it, man. Don't ever let somebody tell you how you can live your life, yo. I guess that's the message. Fair enough?
All right, Mag. Just
All right
want to
then.
thank you for your time, bro. Is there anything else you want to say to the people before we go ahead and wrap it up?
Yeah, listen. Anything kick magnetic or any platform. Know what I mean? If y'all want to tap into the music, at some point it's gonna hit you. So, and shout out to my man Gams. Me and him got some shit driving. We got a single driver in like a week, couple songs. That's it. That's all.